and it misses it.
It's time for Eufaula High football with Doug Applin, Keith Bryan, John Wayne Robinson, and Jimmy Simmons.
Welcome back, everyone. Football season 2025 is here. Tonight, the Tigers are actually in Tuskegee, Alabama, to take on the Booker T. Washington Eagles. The Tigers come in riding a 26-year playoff streak. The Tigers actually have the sixth longest active playoff streak in Alabama high school football currently, and they will look to rebound and make that 27 years in a row this season. The Tigers return quite a few players on the offensive side of the ball. It's a rebuilding effort on the defensive side of the ball as they graduated the entire front seven on the defensive side, but they do return some talent on the back end with the cornerbacks and the safeties and the nickel. But Tigers with some growing pains potentially on that side of the ball. But on offense, the Tigers will be led by senior quarterback Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright, we've seen him play running back majority of his Tiger career, except for some spot duty here and there. He started at Headland last year, led the Tigers to a victory on the road there. Also in the playoffs at Beauregard, the Tigers with an upset victory over the Hornets, and Jalen Wright at the helm that night. But he will be your starting quarterback. The running back tonight will be Atorian Slaughter. He is also a senior. We've seen a lot of Atorian Slaughter over the years, and he is back for his final campaign as a Tiger. Zyda Bose will be one of the wide receivers that Wright will be looking for, along with Ty McCoy, who moved out to the wide receiver position this year. So, unfortunately, we had the entire starting lineup, but we don't have it with us here tonight. It was actually exchanged, I think, with the press box, so they actually have that. But at any rate, a couple of new faces on the offensive line, but back for his third season starting for the Tigers at center is Nijabius Curry. So he is the anchor of that offensive line. One newcomer on that offensive line will be number 78, a freshman, Jackson Renfro, starting the first game of his freshman season. We saw him last year as an eighth grader in the game at Greenville against the Greenville Tigers, and Jackson has had a great offseason. He'll slide in and start at left guard tonight for the Tigers. But Tigers are 21-1 all time against Booker T. Washington. A lot of success, but with the exception of last year, Booker T. Washington came into Eufaula, and they were the upset victors over the Tigers, 18-10, in a game that, some people did not expect. Talked to Coach Jernigan this week, and he said, a lot of people might have been surprised. He wasn't surprised because there's a lot of talent. There always is a lot of talent for the Booker T. Washington Eagles, but this year it is validated in the fact that there are two Division I commitments on this roster. They're both skill position players for Booker T. Washington. There's a defensive back that is committed to LSU, and there is a wide receiver. We saw him last year. He hurt the Tigers last year. Marquez Daniel. He is about 6'4", 6'5", good-looking wide receiver. He is committed to the Florida Gators, and so quite a bit of talent around them. They walked by me earlier when I was down beside the concession stand, and very, very big, very good-looking athletes for Booker T. Washington. So it will be a fight tonight between the Eagles and the Tigers. It has been raining here for the last couple of hours. It is finally slacked up here over the last few minutes, but it will be wet field conditions. We don't really know how well this field drains, but it will be wet conditions tonight. Hopefully no more rain. I think there may be a little more rain in the forecast, but you never know this time of the year with the scattered showers, isolated showers like we have. Join us tonight in place of John Wayne Robinson, who could not make it tonight, is Joey Skinner is going to be joining us on the sidelines, and he is filling in for John Wayne. And of course, Mr. Skinner is the assistant principal at the high school, and he is also a former coach. So very knowledgeable, Mr. Skinner, and he'll be bringing us the action from the sidelines and also interviewing with Jarrell and at halftime and post game. So also pitching hitting tonight is Charles Urban, rejoining our crew, longtime member and of course former color man for us way back in the day. So we appreciate Charles joining us tonight. And Jimmy Simmons could not make it either. So Doug Applin, Keith Brown, Joey Skinner, and Charles Urban will be bringing you the action tonight. And the starters reappeared, so we'll kind of hit your offensive starters real quick. We already mentioned Torian Slaughter at running back, Jalen Wright, your quarterback, Zyda Vose at one wide receiver, Perry Denard will be playing tight end, Ty McCoy wide receiver, and moving on down to the offensive line, as we mentioned, it'll be Najavius Curry at center, Rasheed Flowers at right guard. Left guard is Jackson Renfro, we already mentioned. Left tackle, actually, they have it as of this time. They had not named a starter, either or Ethan Johnson or Caleb Thomas. And then at right tackle, Dennis Walden. So those are your probable starters on the opposite side of the ball for the Tigers. Defensively, back in the secondary for his third year is Jalen Parker. Nayland Murphy is starting at safety. Jarrell McCray will start at nickel. Jamil Davis, coming over from the basketball team, will start at corner. Nyan Smith will be one of your linebackers. Tywan Turner, the senior, will start at the other corner. Jamiron Thomas will be another linebacker. Defensive end, so will be Jerry Hicks along with Kenobi Cherry, a pair of sophomores. As we were talking about a minute ago, the front seven for the Tigers, extremely young. They will all be making their first varsity start tonight. So a pair of sophomores at the defensive ends, defensive tackles, Travis Scott, a sophomore, along with Anthony Rodriguez, a sophomore. So across the front line for the Tigers, all sophomores. As we mentioned, the linebackers, one linebacker is a freshman. The other linebacker is actually a junior. So your defensive backfield is where the experience is, with a lot of starts under their belt. But the young front seven will have to grow up quick. The Tigers tonight, if it does continue to be wet and messy, look for Booker T maybe to put the ball on the ground. Their forte is passing. That's what they hurt the Tigers with last year, was through the air. But tonight, under wet conditions, the running game may be key for both teams, Doug.
Yeah, and while the band comes in, let's take a second and go down to Joey Skinner on the sideline, and he can tell us about those conditions out there on the field tonight. You hear us, Joey?
You got me?
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think we're going to be okay. Thank goodness the rain's moved out, Mr. Doug, and I think we're going to be okay. The field is not that bad of conditions. It's got a good crown on it, so I think we'll be okay, Mr. Doug.
All right, appreciate it, Joey.
It's with them in the passing game, that slows them down a little bit, but it works both ways. If we got a corner fall down, it's if you've ever been to Booker T. Washington before in all the years past, It's the same picture. No, I don't know if there's even been another coat of paint. It's pretty much the same thing.
They painted the handrails. I could smell fresh paint as I walked up. They got a fresh coat of purple paint on these handrails on the visiting side. We are, just for those of you who may or may not know, we are on the visiting side tonight, as we have been the last several trips to Tuskegee. We're actually in the visiting stands under a tent here as the rain has fallen early, and hopefully it's gone. But press box not the biggest in the world over there, and looks like they've removed the bars from the windows, but it's right beside the band.
Well, even their radio TV guys came over, and they are normally up top with a cover or whatever, but he says a tent will not work in any kind of cover. The way it was raining here earlier would not have worked, so they actually moved inside. And he said, fortunately, we wasn't over there, gave them a little bit more room, but normally there's not very much room at all over there. But they had a little bit more room. They're not even in their normal position tonight up top because of the chance of rain. And as soon as we say that, Charles could probably get a shot. Some sunshine breaks through over on the west side away from us.
Yeah, I guess it's the setting sun because the days are getting shorter. We're I know on an overcast day like today, it'll probably be dark here within the next 30 minutes. But
I heard some cooler weather was ordered for next week also.
Hey.
Of course, it's nice here tonight other than being wet and everything is soaking wet. Your shoes getting soaked. It's probably a perfect temperature.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. I mean, the rain certainly cooled things off. And it's going to be a pretty good atmosphere for a high school football game tonight. It's a out of region game, of course, for the Tigers tonight, and the region remains the same this year as it did last year. The region consists of Andalusia, Carroll, Catholic of Montgomery, Charles Henderson, Eufaula, Greenville, and Headland. And of course, Catholic Montgomery finished 15-0 last year and won the state championship going away. There have been some changes with Catholic this year, however. Their coach is no longer there. Of course, they lost some of the talent off of the last year's team, so it'll be interesting to see how Catholic does tonight. I've actually got they're being televised on WSFA tonight on their primary channel. Doug, I set the DVR to record that tonight, so kind of going to peek in on that Catholic game when I have a chance over the weekend.
Keith, you talked about that a little bit before the coin toss. We got a special segment this year. Going to try to do every week. It's going to be the Sutton Heating and Air Conditioning Weather Report. We have some special guests from Parkview Christian School that's going to give us our weather report tonight for this ball game.
We are in third grade class at Parkview Christian School.
We are pleased to bring you the weather report for this game time.
Today has been partly cloudy with a high of 87.
There's a 30% chance of rain between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
God bless the players and coaches.
Go Tigers!
That's good.
At Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC, you get hometown service. Tanner Sutton and his team make you their priority. You can expect worry-free customer service from Sutton Heating and Cooling. Whether you're looking to upgrade your system or need 24-hour emergency service, Sutton is the name to remember. For your free estimate, call Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC at 334-695-7054. 334-695-7054. Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC.
Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, they see the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring, should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This we ain't done.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? Apex Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
We're back in Tuskegee as we're counting down the kickoff between the Golden Eagles and the Eufaula High School Tigers. And we were talking about the players for them that are committed to Division I schools. Marquez Daniel, we mentioned. He is listed on their roster as 6'6", 185 pounds. We watched him in the warm-ups. He looked pretty smooth, catching the passes down the sidelines. A lot of skill on this team and a lot of size on the line. So Tigers will have their work cut out for them, even though the Tigers have enjoyed a decided advantage in this series over the years. You just don't know, Doug, with them having finally broken through. You know, there was some close games. I remember a game way back at Senior Stadium years ago where Booker T almost beat the Tigers. I don't know if you recall. I don't remember the specifics or what year, but it seemed like it was a goal line stand or we scored late, but it went right down to the wire and we won the game. So, I mean, everybody for Booker T that has played Eufaula over the years, you know, they have doubt. You know, can we actually close the deal? Well, last year, this team was able to close the deal. So it's interesting to see how this game plays out tonight because, I mean, you hate to say it, but it's just a fact that typically they have more talent on the field than the Tigers do.
And they're expecting a big year. They've got a lot of good athletes, and they've been a lot of talk about their team this year. Plus, they're at home. Season opener at home, so we're going to have our work cut out for us.
Yeah. So, you know, we talked about the Eufaula crowd, and with it being on the road in Tuskegee in the inclement weather that we had, we didn't know what kind of crowd we'd have, but it looks like a pretty good Eufaula crowd is filtering in here. Actually, Eufaula's crowd, it looks like it far surpasses what's on the other side.
Yep. So
the team, I guess Booker T. Washington's making their way out of their locker room, and you know I did not pay attention. I guess here come the Tigers.
Their captains were already out and had to wait on our captains. Of course, our dressing room is long way. How many is that, Keith? Probably 400 or 500 yards up there.
Well, it's a long way. I waited. I talked to one of their coaches and asked him for a roster, and he told me it was a 5-minute walk. I told him, I said, I'll just wait for you right here. But it took him quite some time to go. So captains tonight, actually, we're going to go down to the field to Joey Skinner, who's down with the captains. We'll go over the captains real quick before we turn it over to Joey. But it is captains are, I'm sorry, I'm looking at their roster. That wouldn't do. We'll go ahead and go to Joey while we get this straight on the captains tonight.
Yeah, we're about to get lined up, everybody, and we're about to give the coin toss. Doug, we called heads, and it was tails. So Booker T. Washington has won the toss, sir.
Okay, so did they defer to the second half?
I saw they did.
So Eufaula will have the football to begin tonight's game, and you know, talking to Coach Jernigan, he feels as though this offense is a little ahead of the defense this year with all the new starters on the defensive side of the ball. So, Doug, we'll get to see this offense led by Jalen Wright right from the get-go, as captains were Torian Slaughter, Jalen Wright, Jamil Davis, and Tywan Turner. Jamil Davis, new to the Tigers varsity football team. He was a starter on the basketball team last year for Eufaula, and he is going to play wide receiver and potentially defensive back for the Tigers this year. So Tigers come in all white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, red numerals, red headgear, and Coach Jernigan discussed on Tuesday night as to whether or not Tigers would wear the red pants or the white, but I guess they decided to go with all white. Basically, the Stormtrooper uniforms with all whites.
He was worried about getting them clean. He's just going to have to use Tide and use it twice.
So here comes Booker T. Washington. They are in their traditional colors, white pants, purple jerseys, white numerals, gold headgears. They are the Golden Eagles. And Doug, I don't think the entire band is out for the Marching Aristocrats. Not nearly the numbers as we were accustomed to seeing in the past, but only 2 bass drums, and they're a little further away from the press box. We might have been okay. But this is a nice, cool evening, a little bit of breeze blowing right now, so we're thankful to be where we're at out here, being able to enjoy this breeze.
Feels good, and as we get ready for kickoff, I'm not sure they took the flag back off the field. It may not have the national anthem. We'll just catch up on commercials later. It was a little bit of lengthy instructions by the head official. We know they're looking for knee pads this year. Not a lot of major rule changes this year, but a few things. I think Jarrell said something about extra mouthpieces or something like that. Just knee pads was the biggest thing.
That's right. They had that rule last year, and they selectively enforced it. So this year it is a emphasis on making sure that the young men have their knees covered and they have their knee pads in. So looks like Jalen Wright will drop back, and on the far side of the field, Doug, I'm having a hard time picking up that number. I did not look at him as he went out on the field. We'll have to check that real quick. But the ball is on the tee. Apparently no national anthem tonight. And I think that's Satorian Slaughter that's over there to return this kick. That is interesting, though. I don't ever recall a high school football game that we did not have a national anthem beforehand. Ball's in the air. It's going to come to Jalen Wright at the 16-yard line. He's coming up the near sideline. He finds some open field. He crosses the 40, trying to keep his feet. He's finally going to stumble out of bounds. He's hit late out of bounds, but up near midfield, around the 49-yard line. We'll see where they spot him in bounds, but a great return that time by Jalen Wright, the starting quarterback for the Tigers. He gathered it in around the 16-yard line. He found a couple of good blocks down this near sideline. He did take it up to the 49-yard line. So 33-yard kickoff return on the opening kickoff. The Tigers are in business.
Looks like Booker T's going to come out in a 4-man front to start this ball game. The linebackers playing 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
It kind of looks like a 4-3 defense for Booker T. Wright takes it. He hands it to Slaughter. Slaughter looking for running room. He'll find very little. Some Tigers headgear came off. It's actually going to be a Torian Slaughter's headgear came off. So he's going to check out of the game. He picked up 1 yard on that play up to midfield. It'll be second down here from midfield. Checking in, Gerald McCray. He is a junior checking in at running back for the Tigers. It'll be Jalen Wright in the shotgun formation. He has wide receivers left and right, actually a slot to the right side. Tight end, H-back to the left. Pass in the air. It's intended for number 6, Ty McCoy. That pass sails out of bounds. It was good coverage that time by Booker T. Washington down this near sideline. And the ball sailed out of bounds. It's incomplete. It's a possession play already, Doug. It's 3rd down and 9 from midfield.
Yeah, that one kind of got away from him a little bit. It was several yards into the bench. Nobody was going to catch that one and bring it down inbounds.
The bunch formation to the short side, to the left side of the field. There was a flinch on the offensive line, and that'll cost the Tigers 5 yards. It'll be
trying to make it 3rd and short, and it costs the Tigers. It makes it 3rd and that much longer.
So 3rd and 14 now for Eufaula from the 45-yard line of Eufaula. Just underway here in Tuskegee, 11-11 to go in the first quarter. Rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's going to throw it. There's a flag down. It's going to be dropped. inside the 30-yard line. It may have been out of bounds anyway, but
I don't know how that could be holding. They were in the backfield so fast. And you slow him down if they held him.
So Jalen Wright under a lot of pressure. They are going to call apparently holding. So it'll be interesting to see if they will not. They'll decline this penalty and make it 4th and 14, and the Tigers will punt. So 3 and out's not the way you want to start offensively, Doug.
There's a little respect there for the Tiger offense. I think normally I might would have taken the penalty and backed them up on this wet field and caused some more problems with the snap and everything else. But they didn't want to give Eufaula another chance on 3rd down.
So Adam Alvarez, nice driving spiral that's going to be bobbled, and he's finally going to be hit, and he's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line. We'll see how far back up they come, about the 7-yard line. He actually went down in the end zone, caught that ball over his shoulder and bobbled it. The Tigers covered that kick well. Very good start for the Tigers special teams. A 33-yard kickoff return and then a nice driving punt that time by Adam Velazquez Alvarez, a senior this year at punter. So
on offense, they're loaded also. So we're going to have to watch out. Was it the receiver that was a Florida?
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
On the near side.
He's lined up.
He's listed at 6'6". So Tywan Turner has had a great career for the Tigers, but he is giving up. Tywan's tall himself, but he's given up about 5 inches or so, it appears, to the tall wide receiver. From the 7-yard line of BTW, they're looking to the sidelines. They're changing the play now, apparently. Quarterback's in shotgun formation with a back flank to his right. Going to throw it down the field. No surprise who they go to. They try to hit Daniels on the post route, the deep post down the middle. Tywan Turner was right there with him. Good coverage that time. And
ours.
Oh.
We're giving up a lot of size with our coverage over there that time. But single coverage, so we must feel good about our defensive.
Tywan Turner is a very good defensive player for the Tigers. So he had great coverage. Had a handoff that time up the middle. It was a nice tackle coming up from the secondary. Unfortunately, I cannot make that number out. Doug, can you see? Was that?
I was getting the running back. He's number 0 at the running back. And he picks up about 7 yards on that carry.
Jamyron Thomas was on the tackle for the Tigers. That was a very good tackle, good physical tackle that time. But he picks up 7 yards on the play, and it is a 3rd down and 3. Stack receivers, 3 wide receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Of course, the one to the right is Daniels. Quarterback keeper around the right end. Tigers are there. That's not a very wise play call that time for the Eagles, playing into the Tigers' strength with their side-to-side speed. That play will lose yardage back to the 10-yard line. So that'll set up 4th down, about 7 yards. That lost 4 yards.
Have y'all said that the play clock is not working?
I had not noticed it yet.
The sophomore, Cherry, that plays left defensive end, did an outstanding job that time. He had 2 people on him. One of them had him hooked, and he was being held. And he kept the quarterback from being able to make the outside. So that's going to put Booker T standing in their own end zone for this punt.
So 3 and out for the Eagles. Yet a 1st down in this game as we're at 9:12 with the running clock here in the first quarter. High snap. Punter gets it off. Token pressure. But that's a good punt that time. A fair catch called for and made in Eagle territory by Jalen Wright at the 46-yard line. So the Tigers gain 9 yards on the punt exchange, though, but actually good punts by both teams. But
a good job by one of their defenders who actually drove our blocker very near Wright as he was trying to concentrate on that catch. And Wright with outstanding concentration to be able to gather that in. A great starting field position for the Tigers on their 2nd possession.
So Jalen Wright hands it off. Run room this time for Slaughter. Slaughter looking for the open field. He finds it inside the 30. He'll go out of bounds down around the 28-yard line. So count that off as 18 quick yards for a Torian Slaughter.
You still want to call his brother's name, ain't you?
Almost did it. So the Tigers with the initial first down of the night for either team. Going to be Slaughter once again at left. No, I'm sorry. They slipped the new running back in. That is Gerald McCray. And he takes it forward for about 3 yards down to the 35-yard line. But the Tigers found something here in the second possession as they have moved it inside the 25-yard line, inside the 30-yard line of the Eagles.
Tigers quickly back up to the line again.
It's going to be this time. It's going to be a keeper by Jalen Wright. Of course, Jalen Wright, we told you his running ability in the pregame show. He lowers his head. He picks up 10 yards and a Tiger first down. So the Tigers have run 3 plays and they picked up 2 first downs. Actually, they've gained 31 yards already on this possession in 3 running plays. Hard count by Wright. Now there was movement. They're going to
call a false start.
Yeah, it did look like our slot on the far side to me flinched. When you're going to go on a hard count, everybody on offense has to be disciplined and cannot move at all.
Yeah, I think McCoy jumped a little bit. Murphy comes in for him right off the bat. So that's going to back them up, make it 1st and 15 as they got in the red zone. Don't want to get those kind of penalties, but maybe they can overcome it.
Bobble that time by Wright on a shotgun snap, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. Only about a 2-yard loss, it looks like. It looked like it was going
to. They marked him on back. It was 1st and 15, and it's
yeah, maybe.
You may be right. It's
three-yard loss, I guess. But the bad thing is, since the Tigers had a first down and we've had things rolling, they've lost 5 on the penalty and 3 now on bad snap. It's 2nd down and 18 from the 23-yard line.
Booker T.
Right, trying to throw the screen.
Oh.
And there was nothing really there.
It got bumped around pretty hard there. Booker T has gone to a 5-man front, and they were blitzing the linebackers. They had watched film from last year, and our problem last year was protect the quarterback, and they're just wholesaling, kind of like Wetumpka did to us. So just coming and saying, stop it if you can. Now it's 3rd and forever, but we're a little bit far for a field goal on a wet field, and the Tigers are going to go for it.
Well, 3rd down 18. Wright has Slaughter flanked to his left. He has 3 receivers to the right. He's going to run a quarterback draw. He breaks the initial tackle. He makes it open field. 15, 10, inside the 10, inside the 5. First down, Tigers. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Great run that time by Jalen Wright. He looked like he might be tackled in the backfield. He broke that tackle. Once he broke the line of scrimmage, he had the speed to pick up the Tiger first down as he picked up 19 yards.
3 carries for 26 yards for Wright already in this ball game. And I think Booker T, Eufaula is going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout too and be back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Hey, this is Pastor Jimmy Simmons with Chester Chapel. We would like to invite you to come out with us to worship with us at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings for Sunday school and 11 o'clock for a worship service, and then Wednesday night at 6:30. And as always, go Tigers.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
You seeing this?
10-4.
That's a deal so good it's downright criminal.
Beef O'Brady's new Steakhouse Thursday. Choose a ribeye steak sandwich, cowboy steak salad, or Philly cheesesteak. Just $12.99 every Thursday at Beef's. See you at Beef's.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer.
Hey, we're back in Tuskegee as the Tigers have first and goal from the 4-yard line with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. It'll be an I formation for the first time tonight. We see the fullback in the game, Perry Denard, lined up in the traditional fullback formation with Torian Slaughter dotting the I. It's going to be a crossbuck action to Slaughter, and he is going nowhere. He loses yardage back to the 7-yard line, loss of 3. So
they just that misdirection back there. They're big and physical up front, and they're getting by our blockers. I don't know if there's some confusion or if they're just quicker or stronger. We're doing good with the quick hitting plays, but you spend too much time dancing in the backfield, and they're right in our face.
So second goal now from the 8-yard line. Hand off to Slaughter around the right end, and maybe a short gain. It looks like they're spotting him right about where they snapped the ball, so no gain. Third down and goal now for the Tigers. So Doug, Tigers got down there on a nice run by Jalen Wright, but now it's third and goal. The Tigers are in position to possibly get points, but they would certainly like to score a touchdown. 4 receivers in the game. They're going to run a jet sweep. They hand it off using the speed. Slaughter into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 5:14 to go in the first quarter play. Slaughter took the Utah pass, or whatever you want to call it, from 8 yards out. He scores, and the Tigers take the lead 6-0. They stop the clock with 5:10 to go, but a nice play call by the coaching staff that time to take advantage of the Tigers' speed and quickness as the Eagles had jammed it up inside, but that time they brought him in motion, quick motion from the slot, and he caught the short pass in front and good blocking on the perimeter on the left side, and the Tigers have taken their first lead on the first touchdown of the season.
Great play call by whoever's calling the plays right now for the Tigers. They just saw what was open and went with it.
And for the Wingate, R.W. Wingate point after touchdown, it is Cooper Wingate in, booting it through. The Tigers lead 7-0 with 5:10, as we said, to go here in the first quarter play. That was big, Doug. Tigers took advantage of the field position. They couldn't on the first possession, but they held Booker T, and they got the ball back in great field position, and they capitalized. That was a quick drive. It was all on the ground except for that. I still don't know if you call it a Utah pass, a shuffle pass, a speed sweep type thing, but he's passing the ball forward. It's a real low-risk play because if he drops it, it's incomplete pass. It's not a fumble.
Absolutely. And we saw a lot of games last night, got a chance to switch around and watch a lot of things. And the teams that got on top early, when they could make something good happen like that, if the other team hiccuped or whatever right after that, if they didn't answer right back, that's the games that got out of hand in a hurry because, first game of the year, a lot of guys on the field for the first time, they'll start looking around. Coaches are trying to figure out what's going on. Why are they getting through these holes? They can't study the film because they're trying to figure out how to stop them. So the Tigers needs a good defensive stand here again, and Wingate tees it up. He's a very good kicker. They're not giving him much respect deep, and he can place it anywhere on the field.
He boots it away high and deep. It's going to come down at the 8-yard line. They set to return it straight up the middle. It is the big man, Daniels. He takes it across the 30 to the 35-yard line. You don't see that very often, a 6'6" player returning a kickoff, but he did a pretty good job with it.
I tell you what, I hate to see him go to Florida, Keith. Right then, we had people with angles on him from both sides of the field, and he just kind of grabbed another gear and shot up through the middle. They didn't lay a hand on him. So
the second possession of the night for Booker T. Washington. Comes at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. So they have a little breathing room this time. They were backed up into their own territory inside the 10-yard line on their first possession. So stacked 3 receivers to the left, wide side, 1 to the right. They'll hand it off inside, and it's going to be a gain of 5 yards up to the 40. So Booker T's line is doing a pretty good job over there on the left side. And we talked about this, Doug, in the pregame. There are 7 new starters for the Tigers on the defensive side of the ball. The entire front 7 graduated last year. So it'll take a little time for them to gain some experience. 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line, actually 41. It's called 2nd and 4 or short 5. Now flag or whistles blown. No flags that I see, but they've blown the whistle. Do you see? I don't see a flag. Look at this. What was this? What was this penalty?
You know, it's going against the Tigers. They said false start, but I don't know how you false starts on the defense. Maybe we know that college is going to where you can't flinch this year, but they said nothing about that in our rules meeting this last week. But it's going to be a first down for the Golden Eagles with the ball at the 46-yard line.
Okay, so 3 penalties against the Tigers so far. Quarterback keeper around the right end. He's going to be down the sidelines in the Tiger territory. He picks up a first down. It just depends on the spot. It looks like it'll be at the 41-yard line. So if that be the case, that will be 9 and 4 is 13 yards for that quarterback. So back-to-back first downs, 1 via rush and 1 via penalty. So Booker T responding to the Tiger touchdown so far. 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 41-yard line.
Keith, I had a viewer tell me our right end lined up in the neutral zone on that last first down there. I was busy up here in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth trying to get some things worked out, but so far so good. Booker T on a drive, though. Tigers need to find a way to stop it.
Speaking of Brown Heat and Air, I wonder what happened to that breeze we had earlier.
It ain't raining.
No, it ain't raining. I'd be thankful for that. Good job. It was up from his linebacker's position, making another play is Jamyron Thomas. So no gain. It should be no gain. They are marking it back for no gain on that play. So 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line of Eufaula. Tiger defense, the young Tiger defense, looking to make a stand here. They held the Eagles to 3 and out last time. Call sweep around the left end this time. Going to be a first down for the Eagles as he crosses inside the 30 down to around the 29-yard line, maybe the 28-yard line. We'll wait and see. They spotted him in. It looks like the 29-yard line. So 12 yards on that play for Booker T, and they were just able to get around the end that time. Their back has a lot of speed as well.
They weren't set when they snapped the ball, and apparently their crackback block is back legal. It picks
inside the 25-yard line. We'll have to wait and see once again on the far side of the field. The lighting not the best. Really looking forward to seeing how the LED lights look at the Tiger Stadium next week. It looks like he's going to be around the 23-yard line. So if that be the case, about a 7-yard gain for the Eagles. 2nd down and 3. Eufaula calling their 2nd timeout of this first quarter, actually. So with timeout on the field, we'll step aside for another break. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger football. We'll be right back.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
The Tigers are leading the Eagles by a score of 7-0 with 2:25 to go here in the first quarter play. It is a second down and a short 3 now for the Eagles inside the 25-yard line of Eufaula. Shotgun snap. Going to fake it. The quarterback keeps it. They're going to call a face mask on the Tigers. That'll be the 4th penalty against none for Booker T. But that 15-yard penalty will give the Eagles a first down. Good play, defensive play that time by the Eufaula defensive player to read that, get in the backfield to stop the quarterback. But he grabbed the face mask, and we'll wait and see if they're going to mark it off as 5 or 15 yards. I'm not sure if that's even an option in high school. If it's just automatic 15, it doesn't really matter. Well, Doug, they didn't mark a penalty at all. They just playing the play over. They hand it to the back around the left end, and we made a good hit out there. But the running back kept his feet. Couldn't tell from here if his knee went down or not, but he kept his feet, and he picked up a first down. And I think he kept his. I can't think he kept his balance. It's a first down either way for the Eagles. This time they are going to throw a flag, and that is likely to be.
It needs to be holding on them.
Eagles.
My goodness.
We'll see if that is a.
It is.
See if that's the break the Tigers needed to stop the Eagles. It's been a nice drive by them again back at their 35-yard line. They had moved down inside the 20-yard line of Eufaula. So, first down and very long now. From the 26-yard line, the first down would come around the 5. So first and we'll call it first and 20.
That'll be a second penalty on them. As looked like the right guard or somebody got a head start.
Good deal.
They're kind of doing the same thing the Tigers did when they got down deep a while ago and started shooting themselves in the foot. There was a big quarterback draw by Jalen Wright that I guess it was third, or it was actually fourth, wasn't it?
It was third and 18.
It was too far for the field goal.
It was third and 18. He picked up 19. But this is first and 25 now from the 31-yard line. They're going to hand it off. Running back finds some running room. That need to check the number of whoever guarded in there. I believe it was number 11 for Eufaula, but made a great tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, 11 is Henry Brunson, is listed as a sophomore linebacker. But Doug, I don't know if you saw that, but he came in from the outside and kind of shoestring tackled that guy, held him to still a pretty good, I guess it was about a 5-yard gain, but it could have been much, much more. So second down and 20 now for the Eagles. They're going to look to throw it this time. It's batted down. Actually, it was caught by an ineligible player. Are they going to throw the flag on that? If it's tipped, does that make it? I'm not sure, Doug. I guess they called it incomplete.
Something about it's got to be. Is it behind or beyond the line of scrimmage? Behind the line of scrimmage.
Either way, they called it incomplete. It sure looked like he caught it and was tackled. It was number 53 for Booker T. Washington. But either way, it's third and 20 now for Booker T. Washington. The Tiger defense, a big play for them, but certainly probably 4-down territory for the Eagles. So the Tigers probably going to need to hold for this play and one more. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a short pass. He's going to be tackled. He's going to pick up a pretty good gain, though. We'll call it a 10-yard gain on that pass play. So we'll bring up 4th down and 10 now for the Eagles. 4th and 10. That's actually the first pass completion of the night for the Eagles. They're going to mark it back, though. Well, no, that's about right.
It's saying 1st and 10, but it should not.
No.
There you go. He just changed it back to 4th.
Yeah.
But he had 1st on the marker there for a second. So it'll be 4th and 10 from, I guess, what is that, the 15 maybe?
It's hard. It's really, yeah, I guess that's right, about the 15. So the back with the wrong way, throws it. It's going to be incomplete. The Tigers defense holds, no flags on the field. The Tigers will take over.
Clock never stop running.
Hey,
end of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter, no complaints from me. 7:28 Central Standard Time from Tuskegee, Alabama. The Tigers lead the Eagles by a score of 7-0 as we have finished 12 minutes of football here. Doug,
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Every time they're
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you.
Okay, so as we head into the second quarter, the Tigers lead 7-0. They'll snap it from just inside their 15-yard line. 12 minutes to go here in the first half of play from Tuskegee, Alabama. The Tigers and the Golden Eagles. Jalen Wright in the backfield in shotgun formation. He'll have a back. Slaughter to his left. Slaughter will take the handoff, and he is going to go nowhere. Doug, the Tigers' offensive line having a hard time blocking that Golden Eagles defensive front. That play loses, I guess, the way they mark it, it only loses a yard. It looked like it was going to lose more than that, but only a 1 yard loss. But the Tigers having a hard time running on anything that is not a quick hitting play.
Tigers staying in a bunch set, too.
Looking to throw. Jalen Wright throws it. It's tipped up, nearly intercepted. Good coverage that time as he was trying to hit a man about a 5-yard route that time. And I think it was Ty McCoy he was trying to hit. Ball was tipped up in the air. Fortunate for the Tigers, it fell incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11 now.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time they've tried to force the ball to McCoy. He's going to have to look at another receiver. I know he doesn't have a lot of time back there, but as Booker T's defense loosens up here.
Right, looking to throw. He's going to roll to the right.
Run it.
He's going to run it now. He's going to turn the corner, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. He is hit out of bounds. No flag. He was hit out of bounds, it appeared. Now, the Tigers on the sidelines blocked us, but Wright pulled it down. It looks like he picked up 12 yards on that carry. The Tigers needed 11. Actually, he picks up 13. 13 yards on that carry by Jalen Wright. The Tigers have a 1st down. That's a big weapon, Doug. When you if you don't account for the quarterback, Jalen Wright certainly can hurt you. Quarterback draw this time, Wright. Cutting it up the middle. He makes 2 men miss. He's going to take it up to the 34-yard line. And, I understand what they're doing here, Doug. Wright's been effective, our best ball carrier so far. If he continues to hurt them, that's going to open up a Torian Slaughter.
Absolutely. And that little drop pass we keep trying to run will open up also.
Here's going to be Slaughter up the middle. This time Slaughter in the running room. He sprints up near midfield, and he will take it ahead to the 49-yard line. So the Tigers with a big carry, we'll call that 16 yards on that carry.
Well, you were right on cue there, Keith. It's amazing what happens when they start keying on the quarterback. Slaughter with his speed, he doesn't take much, and he can hurt you.
Slaughter once again, he's going to sweep the left side, and he does. He picks it up, he hits the open field, and he slipped down, but not before he picked up a Tiger 1st down. They snapped that ball from the 49 flag. You know, Doug, I cannot even see the flag from here. Maybe it's the eyes of the glare on the field or the.
I saw the body language of the head official, and he wasn't going downfield. He was ready to make that call, so felt like it was coming back, even though I couldn't see it. Couldn't see the hold on the far side, but can't be no worse than what our defense is facing out there against them. So
Right. So 1st and 20 now. Of course, it was a holding penalty that really slowed Booker T's drive down the last time they had the ball. So unfortunately, Doug, it looked like the Tigers were going that time for points. They had a lot of momentum. That is a tackle for no gain on that play.
McCray got tripped up as one of their guys shot in the backfield, just got an arm out and tripped him up. Brings up, it says 2nd down now and about 20, I guess.
Yeah, 2nd 20. Quarterback Wright keeps it. He's going to look at Jalen run. How hard is he? 2nd, 3rd effort for Jalen Wright. He's going to take it up to the 47-yard line of Eufaula. That will the first down will come at the 41-yard line of Booker T. So it's 3rd down and 12 now for the Tigers. 8 yards on that last game for Wright. Didn't look like very much at all. It was just all 2nd, 3rd effort for Wright. Into the neutral zone. That will give the Tigers a free 5. Good use of the delayed count that time by Jalen Wright. And so this 3rd and 12 becomes a 3rd down and 7. Much more manageable situation, Doug. The Tigers already have, on this possession alone, they have 3 plays over 7 yards.
I'll tell you something else that'll open up too, Keith. If Wright keeps getting all that yard, just quarterback drawing, he's going to do an old Cam Newton fake in a minute with one step and look deep to one of these receivers.
There's a snap. Going to hand it to Slaughter. Slaughter, 2 people on him in the backfield, Doug. What couldn't happen was a loss of yardage on that play, and they did lose a yard on that play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down punting situation. Tigers do take it from the 15 out to into Eagle territory to the 49-yard line, but that's where the drive ends. Clock rolling with 8:07 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Eufaula leads 7-0 if you tuned in late. Tigers scored on an 8-yard pass from Jalen Wright to Torian Slaughter.
He not lined up in the neutral zone? And Holden Slaughter running down the field.
They said they tipped the ball, but they just
he was holding him from the get-go.
Yeah, but they just tore our punter up.
Woo-wee.
And
watch him hold Slaughter on the replay here. As soon as the ball is snapped, he's holding him.
Yeah. There's no way they tipped that ball because he kicked the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. That's where actually the 16-yard line, I think, is where they will take over. But that was roughing the punter on that play. At any rate, Booker T will take over with 7:47 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Eufaula, as we said, leads 7-0. This will be the 3rd possession of the night for the Eagles from the 16-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Eagles. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it to the running back who is going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to go down for a 2-yard loss. Good play by the Tigers that time to bring him down for a loss. Doug, I tell you, I'm looking forward to Tiger Stadium with the LED lights. It'll make it easier, hopefully, to see these numbers on these players. But these are old lights, and they're so much dimmer than what we're even accustomed to at Tiger Stadium with our older lights.
Yes, they are.
It's really difficult to pick up these numbers. 2nd and 12 now. Roll out to the right for Booker T. Washington. He's going to throw it back across the middle to Daniels. He catches it, and the Tigers are going to tackle him and bring him down after he gains a short gain of about 5 yards up to the 19-yard line.
He is a load to bring down.
So 3rd down and 7 now for Booker T. Washington. Big play here for the Tiger defense, looking to get the ball back for the Tiger offense in good field position. They throw it complete to Daniels. He's going to go down. Good coverage out there by the Tigers, and It'll be a 4th down punting situation for the Eagles, as that was a very short gain, if any. He might have gained a yard.
Trying to see, it's hard to see the number. It's either 4 or 1. I want to say it may be 7. It lowered the boom on him right from the get-go and held that to no gain. Great job by the defense there. They look to get great field position here.
So that's the 3rd possession for Booker T. Washington. 2 3-and-outs for this young Tiger defense. So both of those 3-and-outs came when the last time that happened, when they were backed up, it led to a Tiger touchdown. Heat timeout. We will step aside for a break and be back with more Tiger football after this word from our sponsors.
They must be giving Jalen a break.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person when you need us most. Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express, fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
5:55 to go here from Tuskegee, Alabama. In the first half of play, the Tigers lead the Eagles, Golden Eagles, 7-0. This young Tiger defense, 2 3-and-outs already in this game. And the Tiger offense looks to get good field position following this punt from the Eagles. 4th and 5 for Booker T. There's a snap. He's going to get it away, very deliberate. It's a good punt, good high spiral, fair catch call for. It's bobbled, and so he does recover it, thankfully, and they will spot him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's very unusual that he recovered it standing up, and then they blew it dead after he recovered it standing up.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that exact thing before. But either way, it worked out in the Tigers' favor. They're going to get the ball at the 43-yard line. Not quite as good a field position as they enjoyed the last scoring drive, but with 5:46 to go in the first half, this is an opportunity for the Tigers to kind of take control in this game.
Still only leading 7-0. You feel like the Tigers have outgained them by a lot of yards, but only up 7 on the scoreboard.
Motion by Slaughter across the formation. They're going to fake that run, and it's going to be Jalen Wright up the middle. He breaks tackles. He's going to be into Eagle territory, still on his feet, running hard. He's breaking tackles once more down the sidelines. Finally forced out of bounds down inside the 30-yard line of Booker T. Washington, down around the 26-yard line. If that's the case, that's 24 and 7 would be 31 yards on that carry. We'll wait and see. That is indeed where they'll mark him at the 26-yard line. So 31 yards for Jalen Wright and a great rushing night already for Wright.
7 carries, 83 yards up to this point.
So the Tigers with yet another first down. A good mix of plays. It's going to be Slaughter this time, sweeping the right side. Slaughter with some running room, but he will be taken down. It looked like he had more room than he actually did. He gets down to the 20-yard line, but either way, that's still a gain of nearly 6 yards for the Tigers. We'll call it 5.
Keith, that is stretching that defense. They moving them linebackers and outside corners out a little bit, and that's what keeps opening up the middle for Wright. So
they're going to see how well they conditioned over the summer.
Yes, I was thinking when he went out there a minute ago, Wright and Slaughter both already dirty as all get up and tired got to be.
Wright breaks the line of scrimmage. It's going to be another Tiger first down. He's still on his feet inside the 10, down to the 5. The Tigers with another goal-to-go situation. That play is going to pick up, depending on where they spot him, 15 yards. We'll see inside at the 5, we'll call it. It knows that the ball is just inside the 5-yard line, so 15 yards, knocking on the door of 100 yards already is Jalen Wright.
98.
Another Tiger first down, but here we go. It gets a little tougher sledding here when you get down this close, and the defense is all stacked in there. Going to take it. Going to be Wright, breaks it. He's into the end zone for the Tiger touchdown. 4:27 to go in the
second
quarter. I got a little choked up there. Thank you, Charles. It is 13-0 Tigers. A 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen Wright, and with that carry, Wright over 100 yards in the game. He scores his first touchdown of the 2025 season, and the Tigers have built a 2-score lead.
All right, with an 8-yard touchdown pass the first time, and there a 5-yard run for the touchdown. Tigers to attempt the extra point. We'll be talking to Coach Jernigan and going to halftime. We got Joey down there getting ready to talk to him when we go to halftime and talk a little bit about this first half as Wingate gets ready for the RW Wingate extra point.
So here is the snap. Good spot. Kick is up. Kick is straight down the middle and good. So Tigers, a 5-play, 57-yard drive that only took a minute and 20 seconds off the clock. 4 plays on the ground, Doug. That's what you call gutting the defense that time. They took, I don't know if I'm sure you noticed on that first play, they faked the play that they had scored the touchdown on earlier to Slaughter. The whole defense went flowing out with Slaughter, and Wright took it straight up the middle, created a huge seam for him to run in. That got this drive started with that 31-yard carry, and then it was Slaughter, and then it was Wright for 2 more carries. Jalen Wright's having himself a ball game tonight.
Yeah, it's just the fact that, we're outsized. They almost look bigger and stronger, but it's pick your poison. Slaughter to the outside. You got to spread out and do that to cover him. But what makes it so tough is when you got Wright running up the middle. Wright runs so darn hard that you have to have more than one. And Wright does a good job of leaning. You can't get to his knees and his thighs. It makes him very difficult to bring down.
Wingate's kick, it's going to be a pooch kick variety this time. They're going to kick it away from Daniels. It's going to be caught at the 25-yard line. The Tiger defense did coverage team did a great job that time, limiting that to about a 3-yard return. He caught it at the 25-yard line. Tigers were there. That's how you execute the pooch kick there, Doug. You kick it, deeper, and then the coverage team was down there. A 2-yard return as they'll take over at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, he thought he was going to make something happen there with that height that gave the Tigers time to get down there. He was trying to spin out of it. It looked like a morning top water bait or something there spinning around, but the Tigers were all over him. And if we can get a defensive stand here and keep this cushion going into halftime, you got to like everything up to this point so far.
14-0, the Tigers lead. 1st and 10 Eagles from the 27-yard line of Booker T. Washington. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half of play. This shotgun formation, it'll be fake. It's going to be a pass play, but the Tigers are there. He's going to throw it late to no one. Well, there is a running back out there. So, no, they threw the flag.
He was wanting to get rid of that before. And they're talking about it. They're saying – the head official saying that there was a guy out there, so
well,
20 get waved off.
22 was in the general vicinity. He threw it way over his head, but he was in the general vicinity.
That's he was wanting to get rid of it, though. There was no doubt about it. He was just they're going to wave that off.
I'm not surprised.
Well, he did have somebody out there. I mean, there was no doubt that he was going to get rid of it at all costs. I'm not sure he saw him, but he did have somebody in the general area.
He was there was a number 22, the running back had released out toward the flats, and the ball, of course, sailed over his head. I don't think he was throwing it to him at all, but he was in the general area. 2nd down 10, going to throw it. Has a man there. Oh, boy, we caught a break there as our defensive back fell down, but the pass was overthrown, incomplete, and just like that, Doug, 16 seconds off the clock, it's 3rd down and 10.
So 2 quick incomplete passes, I guess, and the Golden Eagles are looking at 3rd and 10 with 4:04. The Tigers have used, I think, 2 timeouts, but they give the ball back to the Tigers here with time on the clock and good field position. Tigers can extend this lead going into halftime.
Shotgun formation, empty backfield, going to throw it deep down the middle. Nobody there playing center field. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the Tigers around the 40-yard line. We'll have to see who that was. I can't tell the number, Doug, but it was a great interception as the ball was overthrown, and playing center field was a Tiger safety who came down with it. And, you know, with the field like it is, I just cannot tell.
They're all dirty already. It could have been number 7. It could have been.
So here we go. The Tigers 60 yards away with 3:57. That was a 23-second possession. Another 3 and out. The third 3 and out for this Tiger defense forced on the Booker T. Washington Eagles. They're going to hand it. The ball is in the air. It's going to be a fumble, and that would be an unfortunate circumstances if the Eagles recover. But it looks like the Tigers got on it, Doug. That would be after the Tiger defense standing. That is going to be a loss of 3 on that play.
Who fumbled the ball?
Whoever was in motion. I actually missed. I think it was Zyda Vos, number 2, but it could have been Slaughter 0. I'm just having a hard time picking up these numbers from here.
Tigers 2nd and 13 now with 3:22 to go in the second quarter, leading 14-0.
Going to be a handoff to Slaughter. He is trying to break, running hard. He's going to cross the 40 to the 41-yard line. He picks up, they lost 3 on the first play. He picks up 4 on that play. It'll be, well, actually, they're going to spot him back to the 40, so only a gain of 3. So we lost 3, we gained 3. It is a 3rd and 10. 2:55 and the clock rolling here in the second quarter.
Coaches are letting the clock run down a little bit, 2:50. It was probably around 3 minutes when it was reset, so they, even without the play clocks, 45 seconds, they could take it down, but they're choosing not to. An empty backfield with Wright.
Wright bobbles the ball. He's looking to throw it. He's going to throw it late. He has a man there. It's going to be, incomplete. The ball was a little behind the intended receiver who was behind the defense, Doug. Now, we'll give cut him some slack here because of the wet conditions and the but that was hits him on stride. That's a touchdown, most likely. Incomplete. It'll be 3 and out for the Tigers. That's the second one of those tonight for Eufaula. But they took a minute, 27 seconds off the clock.
Tigers are doing something interesting. I noticed a couple of times when they're running their punt team out, the slot to the right side, they don't send out till late. They're going to get away and get somebody will be uncovered at some point this year.
The kick from Alvarez is going to roll inside the 25-yard line, and they'll finally touch it dead about the 23-yard line with 2:19 to go here in the first half of play. Tigers lead 14-0. It's been a good effort so far through the first nearly 22 minutes of this first half.
I'd like to see them take a little bit more time off the clock there, but without the play clocks working, it's kind of a dangerous thing too. But the Golden Eagles, I think, with all 3 timeouts, I know 2, still about 80 yards to go, but they have time, 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
We'll call it the 22-yard line. They're going to hand it off to the running back who's looking to turn the corner to the right, but a good tackle. And that's one thing I've noticed, Doug. After the first possession or two, the Tigers have been sure tacklers so far here tonight.
These young guys are coming up and just sweeping the legs out from under these big running backs and taking them down. That went for no gain, looks like.
Yeah, no gain on that play. So we're under 2 minutes, 1:54 in the clock rolling here. Second down 10 from the 22-yard line. Taking the snap, looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out. Looks like holding. They do call it. They call the hold. Quarterback's going to run this time, and the Tigers going to push him on out of bounds. They're going to throw a flag.
No, he put the marker down where he went out of bounds.
I saw him reaching in his pocket.
Yeah,
so
I was the same way to start with. So
that play picked up 5 yards, but the hold, the Tigers certainly will take this hold rather than having third and 5. It'll be second down and 20.
they get the down over, but it went from 154, I think you said, to 136 on the game clock, so it burns up some more. Tigers are going to take that penalty and back them up a little bit further with only one timeout, but that keeps them. You don't want to give them the play there because it was a positive play. Got them backed up now. 2nd and 20. The ball. They roll the clock now.
So 128. Hey, dropping back, trying to set up a screen. It's incomplete. Now, if it's 3rd down and 20, clock stopped with 121, Doug. This is important. They throw another incomplete pass. The Tigers could get excellent field position here.
Let's watch that clock as maybe it won't start back running here when they set it. Why is he okay? It's set. They're taking their time. 121, 3rd and
20.
That was a good idea to kind of run the screen. Tigers had a chance to get to him back close to the end zone, but just dropped the ball. Watch the big guy lined up on the far side.
Empty backfield. He's got time this time. He's going to throw it down the middle. It's incomplete. It was intended for number 2, Booker T. Washington. That stops it with 116 after that incomplete pass, 4th and 20. And it'll be interesting to see if they put Jalen Wright back deep. It looks like Wright's got his helmet on. He's trying to walk that direction. We'll see who they put back deep.
I'm very impressed with the punter. I mean, for a program, their punter has not only has he got good length on his punt, he has got it high and gives his return team time to get down there. But number 2 going back for the Tigers.
That's Zai DeVos.
The return is in DeVos. He bobbled it last time. But, I don't, Keith, I guess young eyes, but as high as this punter punts it, of course our punter does too. They do a good job of keeping their eye on it and bringing it in.
With these lights, of course.
Haze.
Yeah,
rain.
It's hazy.
1:16 on the clock.
That's right. There's a punt. High kick, but he's going to kick it away. I don't think it's going to be just getting away from it. It's DeVos this time. The ball's going to roll dead at the 48-yard line with 1:04 to go here in the first half. 1:04. So the Tigers have it in Eagle territory at the 48-yard line with 1:04 to work with. I think they have one timeout. I think we only used 2 timeouts, so they should have one. 6th possession of the first half for Eufaula. They do lead 14-0, but Doug, if the Tigers could somehow cash this in for any kind of points here, that would be huge.
Yeah, and it is a wet field, but remember, Wingate can kick it a long ways. Long time.
He's going to throw it deep. There he is. There's a man there. Oh, my goodness. I guess you can see it. Right, put it right there. And I'm not sure who the receiver was, but he kind of stumbled as the ball was getting there, and he dropped it right around the goal line. Great. He just fell down, Doug. He lost his footing and fell down. He's never going to have an easier touchdown catch. The Tigers would have scored in one play.
Tossing that in the backyard, you catch it 100 out of 100 times. But when you're out here in front of the crowd and the lights and you're all by yourself, it's amazing how hard it is to gather that thing in sometimes. All day to throw the ball that time, Wright had. Blind did a great job.
So 2nd and 10. Wright's going to pull it down. He's going to run. No, he's looking to throw, but he's got to run now. He picks him one man out. He takes it out of bounds, picks up a first down as he takes it inside the 30-yard line. Okay, we'll see where they spot him. It's about a 20-yard gain. I think we'll see where they spot it down. Folks, hard to pick it up on the far side of the field there. I think they're going to say the 28-yard line. So, yeah, give him 20 yards on that carry. Right, having a ball game in the first half. 40 seconds.
10 carries, 123 yards.
Right, takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. It is going to be Torian Slaughter sweeping the right side. Slaughter with some running room. He's going to go down inbounds, but he picks up about 10 more yards. But that stops the clock in high school football. When you pick up a first down,
we call timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did he get to the timeout? Keith, very slow Golden Eagles, 2 of them, one on the sideline and one that was in the backfield that he ran around, slow getting up. It is a first down, but we had called a timeout. So
33 seconds to go. Tiger offense smelling blood, Doug. That's 2 plays for 30 yards after dropping the touchdown. Well,
Slaughter not having a bad first half either. He's got 11 carries for 45 yards. So
I'm sure Wright would have liked to have those 48 passing yards and the second touchdown of the first half through the air.
I see Wingate warming up down there with 33 seconds. We don't have the timeout now. You'd like to have kept it in your pocket, but what do you think? I wasn't watching during warmups. I don't know if you were.
I wasn't.
Not sure. Last year,
35, 40.
I would say he's probably in field goal range right here.
He is.
But a wet field is going to make a difference probably.
It would be a 35-yard field goal from the right hash if they don't pick up any more yards right here. So they put themselves in position to put points on the board.
Biggest thing here is no timeouts.
Right.
Trying to get it to McCoy, but it's
They're going to throw a holding call behind the line. But there's a flag in the area where they would call holding, Doug.
And we lost 10 seconds on top of that.
So I think at this point, 23 seconds, and they're going to be back at the 28-yard line.
A lot of penalty yardage. The Booker T ran into a snag there. They had 2 or 3 penalties in a row, but Tigers, I don't know, probably around 50 yards, somewhere thereabouts.
I can add it up at halftime, but, you know, in a situation like this, the Tigers could complete a pass possibly for 15 yards here and then down the ball. They could certainly pick up their first down.
Right.
There he is. It's caught, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers. White did a great job. That's 28 yards. 28 yards. And
who caught it?
I think it was number 5 for the Tigers, Perry Denard, I believe, that he was the H-back tight end. I am fairly certain that's the case.
The announcer was waiting for arms to go up, but the arms had already been up. We saw him in the center of the field.
So the Tigers not only score, but they only took 55 seconds to do it, including overcoming a penalty.
They run the swinging gate and go for 2, and it's going to be good. So Tigers make it 22-0 as Booker T did not lie. I saw they had somebody run on the field late, but Booker T actually only had 3 people, actually 2 people out in front of 5 blockers. So a good read there by the Eufaula special teams. Just tossed it out there, and he takes it in for 2 points.
22-0. The Tigers leading this one.
We'll be going down to Mr. Skinner at halftime to talk to Jarrell, and not much he can be unhappy about, but
well, the defense is forced. I know 3 or 4 3-and-outs. I think the last one made 4. So, I mean, the defense has settled in, is playing well, and the offense has certainly caught their rhythm.
Didn't Tuskegee play a game last week?
Not certain of that. I don't know.
Not sure.
Not sure. Well, I tell you, all of my colored ink pens have dried up since last year. So we'll just make do.
I'm thinking you're not doing your job, and you're doing your job over here. I'm checking up on you.
Wingate puts a big foot into it, high end over end kick that's going to come down to the 12-yard line. They're going to toss it back to Daniels. Daniels turns on the Jets. He's looking to turn the corner. He is in the open field, and a touchdown saving tackle.
Well, you had Wingate back then. He was ready to square up on him.
That's true. I got to give credit where credit's due. Let me look through the binoculars to see if I can pick up this young man's number.
Probably at number 4. They tossed it back.
No, it was number 8, I believe, on the tackle. I was trying to give the Tiger credit.
I got you.
Jarrell McCray
Gotcha.
made the tackle because that guy had spooled up and he was on his way down that far sidelines. But only 5 seconds now left on the clock.
Obviously, find where number 4 is and double team him on this situation.
Right. Going to hand it off, though, and he's going to be tackled. Short gain.
Yeah, they're tired. Let's go down as the Tigers lead 22-0. Let's go down as the Tigers are actually going down the opposite way and caught Joey off guard.
Coach, how you doing, sir? At 22-0, you got to be really happy about this. Could have been more, Coach. Could have been more, sir. Of course, 0-1. They got about 150 yards rush in between. Is that something you're going to continue doing, or we're gonna because they're killing on Jalen and try to get to 0?
Yeah, I mean, that's our plan. Our plan is to run the ball. And we pride ourselves on running the ball. And we basically look at the box and see what they're giving us on the box. But I'm very proud of how we make plays.
Yes, sir.
It's still a little detailed stuff like lining up on the right side and a little holding here and there. But for the most part, for the first half, my defense played outstanding right there.
Yes, and Coach, real quick, I know you're going to go talk to the kids. Would you touch on defensively real quick? We're young. We got a lot of starters, and they're playing a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, they're playing a heck of a ball game. Coach Brown and Coach Anderson did a wonderful job game planning. The biggest thing is they having fun, they're flying around, and they're making tackles, and they're lining up, and they're where they're supposed to be at. That's the big thing.
Coach, y'all doing a great job. Coach, go Tigers.
Thank you, Tigers.
An epic tailgate party.
I think we're happy where we are right here, Doug. But he's going to go talk to the kids, and we're happy where we are, but we're not through.
We're going to take a few commercial breaks, and we'll be back with your halftime show. The Beef O'Brady's halftime show right after these timeouts.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Camlocker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
You seeing this? 10-4.
That's a deal so good it's downright criminal.
Beef O'Brady's new Steakout Thursday. Choose a ribeye steak sandwich, cowboy steak salad, or Philly cheesesteak. Just $12.99 every Thursday at Beef's. See you at Beef's.
At Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC, you get hometown service. Tanner Sutton and his team make you their priority. You can expect worry-free customer service from Sutton Heating and Cooling. Whether you're looking to upgrade your system or need 24-hour emergency service, Sutton is the name to remember. For your free estimate, call Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC at 334-695-7054. 334-695-7054. Sutton Heating and Cooling.
Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue.
It's the ultimate meal deal every Saturday at Beef O'Brady's.
Beef's new cheeseburger and wings Saturdays with fries, just $11.99.
Cheeseburger and wings.
Confirmed, this meal deal is in play.
Make your Saturday bigger, better.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Brian says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
In Tuskegee, Alabama, on the campus of Booker T. Washington High School, where the Tigers lead the Eagles by a score of 22-0. And the Tigers, young on defense, but they didn't look that way except for one possession in the first half as they forced 4 3-and-outs for the Booker T. Washington Eagles. We'll give you the kind of the game summary as we move along. Eufaula got the ball the first time, and they were unsuccessful as the Eagles were very active on the defensive line. They stuffed a running play for the Tigers, held it to 1 yard, then 2 passing completions. Tigers went 3-and-out on their first possession. That was following a very good kickoff return by Jalen Wright to start this game. He returned it 33 yards out to the 48-yard line of Eufaula. But the Tigers couldn't take advantage of that good field position. They punted it to Booker T. Washington. Excellent punt by Adam Alvarez. He pinned the Eagles back inside the 10-yard line back at the 7. Tigers held the Eagles to only 3 yards in 3 plays, and they punted it back to the Tigers, who got great field position starting at the Booker T. Washington 46-yard line. From there, the Tigers moved it in 9 plays. It was culminated by an 8-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Wright to Torian Slaughter, and the Tigers took a 7-0 lead. That happened with 3:53 to go 5:10 to go in the first quarter of play. From there, Booker T had their only offensive life of the game as they, in 10 plays, they moved it from their 35-yard line all the way down to the Tigers' 15-yard line. Doug, the Tigers were really a beneficiary of a couple of penalties against the Eagles. It was a holding penalty followed by a false start penalty that really put the Eagles behind the chains, and the Tiger defense ultimately held them and got the ball back for the Tiger offense. From there, the Tiger offense able to pick up a couple of first downs. They moved it from their 15-yard line into Booker T. Washington Eagle territory before ultimately punting it back to the Eagles. But that punt did pin the Eagles back inside their 20-yard line, where the Tiger defense once again did their job. They forced a 3-and-out, gave the ball back to the Tiger offense in good field position at the 43-yard line of Booker T. Washington. 43-yard line of Eufaula. From there, it only took 4 plays to move those 57 yards all on the ground, culminating with a 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen Wright. And that drive only took a minute, 20 seconds off the clock. So with 4:26 to go in the second quarter play, the Tigers jumped out by a score of 14-0. On the next possession, the Tiger defense forced their first turnover of the season, as it was once again 3-and-out, but the third down was an interception by the Tigers. They took over at their 40-yard line with 3:57 to go in the first half. The Tigers unable to get points on that. However, it was a 3-and-out for the Tiger offense, and they gave it back to the Eagles, who once again were able to move it. They went 3-and-out, gained no yards on the ensuing drive. Then the punt, they punted it out to the 48-yard line of Booker T. Washington. The Tigers took over with only a minute, 4 seconds to go in the first half. From there, it took the Tigers only 4 plays to move that 48 yards. It culminated with a 28-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Wright to Perry Denard. The 2-point conversion was good. That's where we stand at halftime with the score 22-0.
We talked about how important it was for the Tigers once they went up 7-0 to increase that lead. It took a little bit of time. They're just wearing down the Golden Eagles. But when they went up 14-0, of course, the Tigers came back, and you could almost see the Golden Eagles are starting to question what they came in here to do, and it just wasn't working the way they thought it was going to work. They threw the interception, was able to stop the Tigers 3-and-out. but then they went 3 and out themselves again. They were kind of questioning themselves. That's when the Tigers came back and scored to increase the lead right before halftime. You can really see it on the Golden Eagles. The Tigers elected not to go into the dressing room. They're in the, I guess it's the south end zone here out in the elements. The Booker T went up the hill and to their locker room. They were already tired. We'll see how they come out here in the second half. If the Tigers can keep anything positive from happening to them early in the third quarter, I think Booker T is doing a lot of questioning themselves up there right now. Booker T had rushing was 2 for 11 for 11 rushes for 42 yards in the first half. Most of those coming by the running back number 0, which I don't have his name.
And most of that came on that one possession, Doug, when they picked up 4 first downs. So it is Dylan Porter.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs.
All right, and he 0 got most of it on that one drive, but he's got 7 carries for 21 yards and leading the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles in rushing. 11 rushes for 42 yards total for them. 2 for 11 for 15 yards in the passing department for only a total of 57 total yards. So it just shows you how good the Eufaula defense has been able to hold them in the first half. The Eufaula side, they have been led by Jalen Wright. He's got 10 carries for 123 yards. He doesn't have to be a math specialist to figure out that average there, but a little over 12 yards a carry for Wright. The Slaughter right there doing well also. He's got 11 carries for 45 yards, and that's the bulk of the offense for the Tigers. Tigers had 23 rushes in the first half for 171 yards. Passing, it was 2 for 8 for only 36 yards, but 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Yeah. So overall, certainly an A grade for the Tiger football team here in the first 24 minutes of the 2025 season, Doug. On the road, tough conditions because it rained all afternoon. It was raining when we got here. It rained right up until about 30 minutes or so before kickoff, and not great conditions. But on the road against a talented Booker T. Washington team, a team, as we said in the pregame, we wondered how they would react and how Eufaula would react this year, given the fact that they came to Eufaula last year and were victorious 18-10 in that game. But so far,
well, a lot of these same players.
Yeah, a lot of the same players. I mean, Marquise Daniels, the wide receiver, was one of the main cogs in their wheel to defeat the Tigers last year. And so far, he has been shut down for the most part by Eufaula. He had a big kickoff return. He had another reception or two, but the Tigers are really gang tackling him. And Tywan Turner's done a great job covering him one-on-one when he's had that assignment.
Well, great play calling also by offensive coaches. And another thing, early in the game, they were it was like last year a lot. They were teeing off. They were putting a lot of people in the box, and they were getting a running start and kind of running through our line. I know a lot of it is the speed, the hard running by Wright and Slaughter, but you can see the line has made some adjustments also, and that's allowed for some of these big gains. Not only on top of that, the Tigers have had several penalties and a lot of yardage called back on some big runs for holding that would have really blew this game open.
That's right. So overall, you got to be happy, though, 22-0, the Tigers lead. And, like you said, good job by the coordinators on offense and defense. As this young defense, we had a lot of question marks, but they've done a great job, except for that one drive, that one possession. And, of course, Coach Cornier and Coach Lamb on the opposite side of the ball have, after that first possession, they really, they were active on the defensive line with the Golden Eagles, and they really got in our backfield and shut us down early on. But they came up with a couple of things to counteract that, and since then it's been all Tigers, really.
Well, you're enjoying the Beef O'Brady's halftime show. We're going to take a minute here in just a second, and our Flowers Insurance sideline reporter, we got Joey Skinner down there tonight handling those duties for us. I started to say he was over there talking to the cheerleaders a minute ago. Maybe we're going to find out when their next match was or something, but we're going to take another commercial timeout. and we'll be back with the second half kickoff after this message.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
With a 22-0 lead, we're going to put down Joey now on the sideline if he's listening to us. And, Joey, I saw you had a chance to talk to Wright as he was warming up, Jalen Wright, and a couple of coming out. What's the word down the sideline?
Yes, sir. I talked to Jalen. He said, of course, being a leader, he said he's going to keep the kids up. He said, Mr. Skinner, listen, there's still 2 quarters of football, 0-0. What a true leader does. Reminded him to get plenty of fluids, and he said he was going to fix it to go right back out there and be a leader for this second half.
We appreciate that. So while you talking to the cheerleaders earlier, I was trying to get you to interview one of them. They always have some kind of contest or something going on. If
you just hold tight, I'll go over and get one of them. I love every one of them to death. They're at school, and of course, Meg Herring does a wonderful job. We're second in the nation in cheerleading. Of course, we're going to strive to be first. But yeah, if you'll just hold tight and come back and turn me, I'll get one over here.
We'll just say, you're close to the interview. We'll talk just a minute. They put a little time over a minute before, but he was still warming up the sideline, and we've got Mr. Skinner hopping down there with the Flyers. Farmers Insurance sideline report going on. Farmers Insurance.
All right, Mr. Applin, if you'll just, hey, what do y'all think of the game so far?
It's fun. It's weird. It's great. It's amazing.
Huh?
Yeah. This is a good first.
Y'all are doing really well. We're so proud of you. You're a big part of it as well.
Thank you.
We love y'all so much. Doug, we have wonderful cheerleaders that work extremely hard.
We do, and folks, I'm not forgot about the band. We'll get the band to play it to the home side. We'll show them some next week. That's one thing we're going to do on the Beef O'Brady's halftime report is try to get you a little bit more of both bands when they play at halftime, give us a little bit of a break. Keith, we're almost time for the second half kickoff as the clock is at all zeros, just waiting on the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, they took a lot of extra time working on something down here on this part. Not just that, it didn't look like they were just warming up and trying to get loose. It looked like they were working on something down here. So we'll see. Maybe it's just I may have been mistaken, but it just looked like they were actually working on some type of alignment or formations or whatever as they were getting ready. So it is, there's 24 minutes of football. The Tigers, a 22-point lead, certainly not insurmountable, but the Tigers certainly closed the half strong, scoring 2 touchdowns there in the late going to blow a 7-point lead into a 22-point halftime advantage. So hopefully that will continue that momentum. But it will be the Booker T. Washington Eagles with the football here to begin the second half.
They will receive this half, but Wingate can do so many things. If they don't line up, he can onside kick, he can pooch kick. They've adjusted well to that so far tonight. There was a little bit of a breeze in the first half, and it was Wingate kind of kicked into it in the first half. I think what is still out there is kind of laid down now. Just some thick, wet, misty air from all the rain earlier, but he can kick it over where they've been coming up to about the 20-yard line, and he's been putting it back there on the couple that he really boomed. So he can pin them deep, but that's where their big return guys are. We want to keep it away from number 4 over there on the far side of the field.
I don't imagine he'll be kicking it over there. Now, on the last kickoff, he kicked it away from him, and they actually shuttled it back to him. So I don't know if we'll even kick it that deep. They kicked it to the 25-yard line. They tossed it back inside the 20 to their other speedy return man, and the Tigers did a pretty good job of corralling him. Now, you can see he has a lot of speed. I think it's number 24, but maybe 34. But he crosses the 30. He'll be down about the 33-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over to begin the second half of play, with Eufaula leading in this game 22-0.
They don't mind tossing it back 8 or 10 yards. That would make me nervous as a coach, I could tell you. We'll see. You talked about them working on something different. They're big and strong up front. But what they brought in the first half didn't work that well, but we'll see if they've got a little wrinkle that can make something work here in the second half. Tigers defense looking to adjust.
They'll hand it off to the running back who's going to hit the line. They're going to run straight at Eufaula. And you can see the lineman blocking way downfield, 74. But that, that may be what they're trying to do, decided to do is run straight at the Eufaula Tigers with that big size advantage. That was a gain of 8 yards on first down. Nothing fancy, just a isolation play on first down. They're going to take it. They're going to hand it straight ahead once again. The big running back's going to cross the 45-yard line to the 46-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 5 yards on that play. So 8 and 5, already the Golden Eagles are moving the ball straight ahead. Once again, now the quarterback's going to fake that. He's going to keep it. He turns it upfield, and he'll be stopped after a short gain of 3 at the 49-yard line. So it doesn't look like it's any secret here, Doug, what the Eagles have decided to do. They're going to run straight at the Tigers, 8, 5, and 3. At least the Tigers have done better. They start off with an 8-yard carry, then a 5-yard carry, now a 3-yard carry. So it's 2nd down and 7. Going to hand it off again. That's the speedy back that returned the kickoff. He's going to get the corner. He'll pick up a Golden Eagle first down as he crosses into Tiger territory all the way down to the 39-yard line.
They're trying to.
No, I'm sorry,
how many yards?
37. No, 38-yard line. 13 yards on that carry.
They got to do something because their defense is getting more slam out from chasing Slaughter and Wright all night. So they're trying to little ball control.
They're going to hand it off to the number 24, and he's going to cross inside the 35-yard line. His first down would come at the 28-yard line. We'll see where they'll spot him down. Looks like just inside the 34. So that's going to be a gain of, call it 5 yards on that play. All on the ground, pretty much so, running at the Eufaula Tigers here on this possession. Going to hand it off to the bigger back this time, and he tries to sweep the outside. He'll be tackled on a nice solo tackle. I believe that was Nyon Smith on the tackle for the Tigers. No, I'm sorry, Jalen Parker on the tackle for Eufaula, and that play loses a yard. So third down. Well, no, where they're going to spot it, it's going to be, I guess, 3rd and 5. No gain on that last play. 3rd and 5. Possession play, but probably 4-down territory, trailing 22-0. 9:12 the clock rolling here in the third quarter. Eufaula leading 22-0. Shotgun snap. Going to hand it off to the back. Number 0 is going to have his first down. He's going to break a tackle. That's rare. The Tigers miss a tackle. He's going to run hard. He's going to take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. That ball was snapped from the 33-yard line of Eufaula. It's going to take it down to the, looks like the 6-yard line. So 27 yards, Doug. Unless I'm mistaken, that's the longest play of the night for the Eagles.
It is.
They're going to hand it off inside this time, and looks like no gain on that play. The Tiger defense stiffened inside the 10-yard line. Call it no gain. Already the 8th carry of this possession that began back at the 33-yard line of Booker T. Washington. They've taken it down to the 6-yard line of Eufaula, so 61 yards all on the ground in 8 plays for the Eagles. There's going to be a handoff, looking to sweep the right side. It's going to be inside and into the end zone. 6-yard touchdown run.
Number 24.
So that kind of changes the complexion of the game. Only 4 minutes off the clock, and we have a new game. It is 22-6 with the point after touchdown forthcoming. Jaden Woods, the running back, a junior, he's listed at 5'9", 158. He does not look that big, but he has a lot of speed.
Yeah, there was a lot of Tigers just playing the position, but we wasn't getting any penetration at all with a big line. They just kind of ran that right down our throat.
There's the snap, the kick. Kick looks good. No, they say it's no good. So 22-6. That's big, Doug. The Tigers still 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions ahead. That was a 3-minute, 57-second drive. But 9 plays.
It's going to be big for the Tigers to answer here.
9 plays, 67 yards, all on the ground, 3 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock. It was a 6-yard touchdown run for the Golden Eagles. So big drive forthcoming for this Tiger offense to try to answer the Golden Eagle. You know, this is a situation here, Doug. Golden Eagles with a little bit of momentum. They've drawn back within 16 in this game. If the Tigers could somehow go down and get points and match that touchdown from Booker T, this game we could take steps for this game being over. But if they hold the Tigers, they get the ball back, we've got a new football game.
They need to. Don't look past an onside kick here either.
There's an end-over-end kick that's going to come down on the far sideline, inside the 15-yard line. Jalen Wright, I believe, unless they slip somebody else in there, it looks like he's running like Wright as he breaks a tackle or two across the 30 up near the 34-yard line.
Tigers just need to keep the clock rolling, positive yards. It took it's down to 7:54, so we got a Tiger coming off of cramps, so that's not a good thing. But something you can expect in the first game of the season. We'll see. The defense for Booker T was just worn out that first half. They've had a good 40-minute break now or whatever, so it's important for the Tigers to run more than 3 and out and run some plays here. We had a guy shifting back. Oh, they had too many men on the field. One just ran off late. Number 5, it looked like at the top of the screen. I think they're going to get hit with illegal participation.
Well, that's a good way to get this drive started. 1st and 5 now from the 37-yard line. Eufaula changing out personnel now after the penalty against Booker T. Washington. Tywan Turner was actually in on offense for Eufaula. So
sweep, but there's a flag that comes in like for holding, but they blew the whistle and blew it dead right in the middle of a play. What? It's calling false start against the Tigers. The same official is throwing 2 or 3 holding calls against us, so that's going to give the 5 yards right back. It may very well be, I didn't see a false start, but maybe somebody turned up early.
So
only 3
the officials giveth and the officials taketh away. So shotgun, 1st and 10. Pop pass.
Great idea.
He'll be caught. It's a complete breaking tackles. It'll be a Tiger first down out to the 45-yard line. And I tell you what, this lighting and this haze, it's just very difficult. But it was a good reception. It was a good throw by Wright. But going up to catch that ball, I did not get the number. I think it was potentially number 2.
I thought 22, but
I thought 22 also.
They walked the blitz up from the corner, and Wright saw it and did a great job of just throwing it right there where the blitz came from.
Going to hand it off to Slaughter, sweeping the right side. Slaughter breaks back inside. He's going to pick up 6, maybe 7 yards, crossing into Eagle territory.
Keith, watch right here as we're privy to a replay, but we had a blocker just get blown off his feet right here, but a great job by the running back. See, knocks it back 5 yards. Number 3 for Booker T. Washington in on the tackle. He did a great job, but it's just 7 yards for the Tigers.
I think you're correct. It was 22 Colin Cruz on that last 13-yard reception. 1st and 10, 2nd down and 4. Wright's going to fake it. He keeps it. He gets a first down. Somehow he comes out of the pack, and he is running hard. He's going to take it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And I think that was a 20-yard run. I think they snapped it from the 49-yard line. So we'll say 20 yards on that carry from Jalen Wright.
His first carry of the second half. They have dropped the linebacker down on the line of scrimmage trying to stop this running game for the Tigers.
They threw a flare pass, and they're going to call a hold on that perimeter. I did not see it. They're going to call it on this receiver here. We'll have to watch that. It doesn't look like he might have shielded him. Maybe he got his hands on him. Hard to say. He was blocking. Didn't look like a hold, Doug. I mean, it was iffy. You know, the officials certainly closer to it than we are. But that play picked up about 10 yards. Instead, they're going to go back 10 yards. And
every holding play we've had has been big plays, and we've had 4 now, maybe 5.
That one was, it was on the perimeter right there. It was out on an island, as they say. It was a key block for the receiver to catch the corner. But it's a 10-yard penalty, and now it's going to be a quarterback draw by Jalen Wright. He's going to pick up the 10 we lost by penalty plus a little bit. So we'll see what the gain was. It's going to be 11 or 12 yards when all said and done. Yes, that's a 12-yard gain for Jalen Wright. The Tigers go to 2nd down and 8 now.
Booker T really walking. They have their defensive line. They have their linebackers up close. They're keeping the one guy, the number 4, the Florida commit, back at safety. He's back there all by himself, doing everything they can to stop the Tigers.
Hand off to Slaughter, and unfortunately, the one man that had a chance to make the tackle on him made that tackle and held him to no gain. If he had gotten past that one man,
they marked him backwards about a yard there. So
yeah, if he had gotten past that one man, Doug, I believe he would have scored a touchdown on that play.
Yep, they're really walking up on the line of scrimmage, and they got one guy trying to cover center, left, and right field out there. So we'll see what the Tigers do. Is they're letting some time run off the clock. Good idea. Signaling in the play. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. We missed a heat timeout.
So that was a
inside shuttle.
Yeah, it's not going to gain any yardage. So back-to-back plays of no gain, actually a loss of a yard, then no gain. So that was a pass complete for no yards.
Now to do the heat timeout.
So it'll be 4th down and 9 with 4:54 to go here in the third quarter play. So with that heat timeout, we'll step aside for a break and be back with more Tiger football following this.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1FFC.
So we're back. We thought that Cooper Wingate was going to attempt a 45-yard field goal. Instead, the Tigers are going for it on 4th and 9. Look for Jalen Wright to figure into this play somehow or another. He's going to flush from the pocket. He keeps his feet. He's going to have a first down and more. As he runs out of bounds, I don't see a flag on the field. I see a golden helmet on the field, but no flag. And Wright from the 29-yard line or 28-yard line, he takes it down near the 10-yard line. We'll see. Was it inside the 10?
I think it's about the 12 because they can still get a first down. No, this right at the goal line. So it's right about the 10. Nope, you're right. Inside the 10 as they drop the chain.
So that's right at another 20-yard gain for him. Goodness. First and goal, Tigers. Going to hand it off inside. Slaughter's going to take it. He's going to run straight ahead. He's going to maybe pick up a yard.
Slaughter's getting up, saying there was face mask. He looks to the sideline now, saying they grabbed his face mask, but no call. It'll be second down.
And basically no gain on that play. Still second goal from the 9. The Tigers in no hurry here. They're looking at the sidelines, trying to run this clock. 4:11. Certainly we're in Wingate field goal range now. The Tigers want a touchdown, but they have the chance to run another minute or more off this clock here and still go up by 3 scores if they so desire. There's a handoff. Slaughter breaks his line of scrimmage. Slaughter going to stretching for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Slaughter got there quick. He covered those 9 yards very fast. That is a 68-yard touchdown drive for the Eufaula High School Tigers. They overcame 2 penalties on this possession, including the holding penalty, and the Tigers now lead 28-6. Big drive for the Tiger offense.
That was a great answer, and if they could make this extra point, they actually tack on to the halftime lead, and it'll give them a 23-point lead instead of a 22-point lead with only just over a quarter left for the Golden Eagles to try to make something happen. Golden Eagles are still struggling trying to line up for the swinging gate. Tigers sending a player in late. I guess we didn't have enough out there. They're sending somebody out late. Could have been illegal participation again on them, but they don't throw the flag. You can't have too many on defense and then run one off late. But the Tigers are going to kick the extra point. And there's a whistle as he kicks it. Maybe a delay because that took a long time. We'll see. No play clock's working here tonight.
Well, it was the back judge that threw that. It could either be delay a game or it could be the illegal participation you talked about.
Well, he had time to go over and sit down and drink a Gatorade before he called it participation. Well, I guess somebody brought it to his attention because they move it half the distance to the goal, and the Tigers will line up and do it again. Actually, I think somebody took a timeout because, oh no, it was running in a new ball. I thought they were water folks was going out. Booker T still subbing folks over there. Now the Tigers going to send in, is that a different holder? Maybe not. He just come over and got some instructions.
I think it's Taiwan. Is that no? That may be McCoy. McCoy is the.
They move it up a little
McCoy.
bit and they'll attempt the extra point. RLW Wingate extra point attempt.
There's the kick, and this time it is still good. So 29-6, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter of play. Tigers with a 23-point lead, and a good observation, Doug. The Tigers actually add a point on the touchdown exchange here. But the big thing is the Tigers took 4 minutes off the clock, and they answered the Golden Eagle touchdown. So we're 8 minutes, 10 seconds into the second half, and the Golden Eagles have lost ground.
For the Golden Eagles, it's not desperation time yet, but it was bad enough when you were down 22-0 at halftime. Now you're down 23, and you've basically got, 15 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game, almost half the second half, a little more than half the second half to try to make up even more points.
But the important thing here is the Tiger offense seems like they found their stride.
They have found a couple of plays that the Golden Eagles are just having a terrible time stopping, and now they've got tired, and it makes it worse. And a lot of it is just good, hard running by Wright and then Slaughter's speed. That's a great combination to have. If those two can stay healthy, that's going to be a lot of film time for their opponents down the road.
There's still a lot of other things the Tigers can do as they move along on a better weather night. That kick is going to come down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be the speedy running back running to his right side. He's going to finally be tackled as he crosses the 30 up near the 35-yard line. And then we'll say the 35 is where the Eagles will take over with 3:41 to go here in the third quarter play. 29-6 is the score in favor of the Eufaula Tigers. It'll be Booker T. Washington Golden Eagle football, 1st and 10 from the 35.
Keith, I wonder if the Tigers picked up on something. The Golden Eagles every time tonight are doing what the Tigers did last year. Every kickoff they're running all the way across the field to in front of their bench. So I think the Tigers are purposely kicking to the opposite side of the field.
Shotgun snap. They'll hand it off to the big running back, number 22, and he's trying to run wide. That's not a good idea against the Tiger defense. Swarming defense. 4 players put a hat on that ball carrier that time, and he was brought down. They're going to give him a generous spot of no gain.
Golden Eagles are not in any hurry whatsoever. Actually, it's funny. They tried to break it to the outside that time when they just had so much success on the last drive, running it straight forward.
So 2nd down 10, and they are going to drop back and throw. He has a little bit of time this time. He's going to dump it off short. It's Daniels coming on a drag route, but right there was Jamiron Thomas, who brought him down for a very short gain, a gain of 2 yards. Doug, I'm going to tell you something. The running back, number 22, he is listed, 22 is DJ Washington. He is listed at 6'2", 220, and he is listed as a freshman.
Wow.
Would not have thought that. He is a very large, he's not in the game right now, but listed as a freshman, 6'2", 220. Rolling to the right, 3rd down and 8. It's a new quarterback. He's going to just run it out of bounds this time.
He lost yardage.
He, at the very least, he did not pick up his first down. I think he did lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. You are correct. He lost 2 yards. It'll be 4th down and 10. So the Tiger defense, it would be a 3-and-out if the Golden Eagles punt, but it does not look like they will. They're leaving the offense in the game. This is with still 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter, Doug. This is really rolling the dice for the Golden Eagles, going for it on 4th and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And I don't see the big receiver in there, Keith. I think he just checked out on the far side. So there's
a snap. They are going to run the play. Quarterback's going to try to run. He's going to be tackled after a 2-yard gain, and the Tigers will take over. I'm going to tell you what, Doug, the Tigers aren't the biggest unit at all on defense, but they swarm to the football.
Yeah, Cherry, number 33, the sophomore, hit him that time after he bounced around a little bit so hard it knocked his helmet slam off. Just a good hard hit coming across. But the Tigers do a great job holding, and they get great field position here to put the nail in the coffin.
So from the 38-yard line of the Golden Eagles, Eufaula takes over. This is the third time tonight Eufaula's began in Golden Eagle territory. Wright looking to throw this time. He's going to load up. He's going to throw it late. He's going to throw it interception. He threw it straight to him. That was not what you'd want to do in this situation, as the Tigers had all the momentum in this game. Now they turned it right back over, and they run it on a good interception return back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll take back over at the 38-yard line.
I talked about putting a nail in a coffin, and that's like hitting your finger with a hammer, because you just give it right back to them and keep the hopes alive. 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and we have a Tiger down out about the 43-yard line.
Doug, that's one of those things that, when you go back and you self-scout, you grade yourself, they're going to think, well, maybe we shouldn't have called that play.
Yeah,
you just run the ball. If you just run the ball here, you in this quarter, you go to the fourth quarter with a 23-point lead.
Yeah, Denard comes off the field with, it looks like leg cramps. Yeah, they're giving him some drink and stuff right off the bat. But he plays both ways, so I understand that there. But the defense has to come right back out on the field. Keeps the door ajar for the Golden Tigers. But, yeah, I'm like you. It's just one thing to want to go for the knockout blow, but that time they were playing deep, and not a bad idea to call it. I guess you're thinking that they're going to walk up on the line of scrimmage thinking you're going to run it and run some clock, but that's one that Wright probably should have stuck in his pocket and tried to pick up a few yards running or just take the loss.
But also, if the Tigers can hold on and win here, that's experience he's going to gain. That's on film. Some of the coaching staff can work with him on as we move forward, because there may be situations. And look at that Tiger defense. No gain on that play. Quarterback kept it around the right end, and just a swarming defense brings him down. And they're going to – I think it's another Eufaula Tiger that's down on this play that's going to stop the clock with 1:19 to go in the third quarter play. But Doug, there may be –
They're saying holding against the Tigers. The binoculars – he came in from the far side. He's actually maybe not a flag, but something went on, and he's there is a player down, and I think it's one of our players on their sideline. The official was telling our player number 11 something, but we have drills over there. A player down about the 35-yard line on the Booker T sideline.
Well, but back to the point about the interception. I'm sure there'll be some games down the line with a minute and 30-some-odd seconds to go in the third quarter. The Tigers are going to need to come up with a pass play in that situation. And
absolutely. It looks like he's up and walking off the field, maybe a cramp or something. It's either 23 or 33. I want to say it's 23 for the Tigers.
So certainly a learning experience and a coachable moment. So Tigers still in good shape here, 29-6. They lead, 1:19 to go in the third quarter play. It'll be second down and 10 for the Eagles when play resumes here.
That's Thomas coming off. He's had a great game tonight. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Those two plays didn't take very long that they've one play, but that they ran. I guess he got out of bounds, and they'll probably not start the clock back here. We'll see on a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Jamiron Thomas has played a really good game tonight.
Yes, they roll the clock, but it does not start.
Yeah, it started finally. Looking to throw. Quarterback's going to run now as he turns the corner with a lot of speed. He broke containment. He is in the open field. He's going to take it down to the inside the 30-yard line of Eufaula.
About 32.
From the 38-yard line to the 29. Is that 29 yards?
30.
21 and I don't know. It sounds good to me.
40.
Handoff straight up the middle with a little bit of running room. He'll take it inside the 25.
It gives them a little excitement over on the Golden Eagle bench. They give him about 5 yards on that period. The announcer said 8. As I look down, it's probably a good 6 where they got it marked.
Handoff up the middle, running room again. He tries to jump, and he did successfully jump the safety coming up. That's a really risky play there, Doug. It worked out for him that time, but 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work out for you very well.
No, it's you can get up, get over somebody, but they're zeroing in on you on your way down. The Golden Eagles, well, I thought they had somebody down. I'm not so sure. Tigers had they stopped the clock because the Golden Eagles had a young man down. I think they're going to just.
They
hadn't started the clock back.
The clock's supposed to start on a. They haven't moved the chains. Is what the problem is.
It says 4th. Now they're saying 1st.
It is first down.
Past the line to gain.
So they haven't moved the first down marker.
They sure haven't. Now, the official on the sideline screaming for them to move. They just haven't paid attention.
So they finally got things set.
And that's the end of the quarter, but they throw a flag.
It's going to be motion. That worked out in the Tiger favor, to be honest with you, Doug. The confusion over here, which is their chain crew.
Well, wait and see if they don't lobby that the quarter ran out and that penalty doesn't count. We'll see what they do.
They marked it off. They're going to have an untimed down because the penalty would have stopped the clock, Doug. So they're going to have an untimed down here at the end of the third quarter, which
well, a motion penalty, the clock would have started back on the offense, right?
I'm not sure. Either way. Shotgun snap, low snap. He gathers it in. He's going to throw it up, and receiver's there, and a good play by the defensive back to get his head around. It looked like that might be a touchdown. It was right at the end zone. The last minute, the Tiger defender turned his head around, avoided getting an interference call, and that ends the third quarter. It will be
okay, it says end of the quarter.
Okay, so the Tigers will head to the fourth quarter leading 29-6. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Tiger football after this.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
As we begin the fourth quarter here from Tuskegee, Alabama, the Tigers lead the Eagles 29-6. It'll be second down 15 for the Eagles. Bad snap. Quarterback retreats back. He's going to be tackled back outside the 35-yard line. A bookend defensive ends. It was Kenobi Cherry along with the backside linebacker, I believe, that time, number 11 for Eufaula.
Cherry caught a cramp, and he's going to have to check out, but he had a big hit there. The other end had him
Henry
on the
Brunson,
run.
it was.
Had him on the run, and Cherry just nailed him as he turned around.
Two sophomores, Doug. Two sophomores.
He's we're going to have to hydrate this week as we're getting an awful lot of cramps on the sideline. Clock's rolling, 11:27.
So that's about a 13-yard loss on that play. It is third and very long. The first down would come all the way down to the 7-yard line. So third down and 28 for Booker T. Clock running with 11:12 to go. Quarterback drops back. He's going to be pressured. He throws it, and it is going to be incomplete. It was a screen pass over the middle. Good pressure that time up the middle, and incomplete pass. It'll be fourth down and 28. 11:06 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Just a little bit of a high pass. Stops the clock with 11:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Fourth and
28.
28.
So
They have a play for that. And
well, they picked up that many yards.
I believe they have a play, and it's probably got that number 4 over there on that far side.
Oh yeah, if
included in it.
yeah, and he's going to be split. He'll be the widest man to the wide side of the field, which is the home side.
Single coverage.
Far to his left. He's going to have Tywan Turner single coverage on him, and they will look his direction, but the quarterback's going to pull it back down. He's going to throw it late.
He threw it across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but it was incomplete anyway, so the Tigers will take over on downs at the 35-yard line. We have a player that's a little slow getting up. Actually, it's one of their players is a little slow getting up.
He was right at it.
But it's a turnover on down, so the young Tiger defense bent on that possession. They had the long run.
Let's run some clock this time.
I predict that's what happens.
You know, y'all talking about 4th and 38. Y'all remember 4th and 31?
No, it was 4th and 28, Charles. 4th and 28.
Not 4th and 31.
We'll have Jimmy Simmons back on the camera next week. As the whistle blows and stops play. Actually, what is it, next weekend? Oh, actually, yeah, you can tune in and watch us next week. And I think didn't we say Auburn's playing on Friday night?
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna be kicking off simultaneous to the Auburn Baylor game.
The Tigers will be back in town to host Russell County, the first of 6 home games this year. So get out and get you some reserve seats. And
So that 5-yard penalty, whatever it was, went in the Tigers' favor. So this 1st and 5. Slaughter around the right end. Slaughter finding some running room that time as he just the shifty jitterbug around the end. He's going to pick up a first down, gain of 8 yards on that play.
Slaughter's carries since halftime. He hit a lull there, but look for Wright. Of course, you don't want to get Wright hurt, but Wright's got 3 carries in the second half. A 20-yard carry, a 12-yard carry, and a 20-yard carry.
Yeah. So how many carries total does Wright have?
Wright has 13 carries on the night for 175 yards unofficially.
Boy. So they slip a new running back into the game. Slaughter checks out on the first down play. It's going to be Gerald McCray. And McCray will get the ball at right tackle. McCray crosses midfield into Golden Eagle territory. He's going to go down, well, about the 47-yard line of Booker T. Washington. So a little better than 5 yards on that play.
Give him 6. That's actually his 3rd carry on the night. Giving Slaughter a break.
So second down, call it 4 to go, 9:30 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Ball's on the ground. Jalen Wright falls on it back inside Tiger territory, the 49-yard line. The Tigers really had things kind of working here, Doug. You figured they just continue to methodically move the ball down the field, but that
I hate to take those
yards away
3 away from Wright, but he did fall on it. But he did look like it was a pretty good handoff. But
so third down, call it 8 yards to go.
We got away with an illegal formation on the last play, too. We only had 3 people in the backfield.
So Wright with it. He'll hand it off to McCray, who turns the corner, Doug, and He'll have a first down. Well, they haven't signaled it yet.
We're
The young man down here that has the chains, he thought it was a first down. He was ready to move them. It certainly looked like it.
The yard guy moved too, and where he
Flag on
back,
the play. Flag on the play.
and where he went back to, we lost the yard where he marked it. My goodness.
Well, the important thing is there's 8:43 to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers still lead by a score of 29-6.
It's been a slow fourth quarter, second half. And the Tigers pick up holding penalty number,
who knows,
6, 8, somewhere in there.
Wright's going to throw it. It hangs up in the air a lot, and it is too long. It was intended that time for number 7 of Eufaula. Number 7 is Nadlin Murphy. So the Tigers stop the clock on the incomplete pass, and it'll bring up a punting situation for them. So for the third time tonight, we'll see Adam Velasquez Alvarez drop back to punt. And he has done an excellent job so far tonight. His first punt was a thing of beauty, Doug. It was a spiral that turned, a high, deep spiral that turned over and really put the field position that led to the first Tiger touchdown.
2 return guys back for the Golden Eagles. That's a little different.
This punt is not, it's retrieved at the 26-yard line. Was that Daniels? It looked like him.
I think so.
So he returns it out to the 44-yard line. That's where Booker T. Washington will take over with 8:21 remaining in tonight's game. Possession number 9 for the Booker T. Washington Eagles. So it seems like, Doug, every time we look up, there's only been a few seconds or a minute taken off the clock. It seems like it's kind of the last quarter or so of this game is kind of drug along since the Tigers took the 29-6 lead. Complete to the big tight end. He crosses down to the 35-yard line. So 21-yard gain on that pass play for the Eagles.
That's more on the one pass play than they've had all night.
And 12 is not listed correctly on the roster. I actually walk by him too, and he is a pretty big young man also.
Tigers playing prevent defense. They're only rushing 3 people on that last play, and now
clock's back in motion, but they blow it dead. It's going to be a timeout for Booker T. Washington. With that timeout, we'll take one as well. Be back with more fourth quarter action following this commercial break.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an
31.
7:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. First and 10 for the Eagles. They're going to try to run the little speed sweep to the big man Daniels, and he is in the open field. He may have a touchdown. He does. That was a quick strike from 35 yards out.
Well, that goes as
he handed it off that time. He did not throw it. He handed it off. It was 35 yards. But Doug, they called timeout to run that play. So it was an effective use of the timeout. So now Booker T. Washington lining up to go for two. Number 19, the quarterback, looking to throw. He rolls. He's looking. He finally throws it. It's incomplete. So 29-12, the Tigers with a three. That's big, Doug, because that's still a three-score lead for the Tigers.
What was it earlier? 2 scores and two two-point conversions. And not getting that makes it where they're still behind the 8 ball for a while. They're down 17 points.
Yeah, I'm relatively impressed with Marquez Daniel, the wide receiver.
He has a quick burst of speed. I mean, he's tired of dragging, but even then, when he turns it on, he can move. He's going to be somebody you're going to be watching on Saturdays.
For the Florida Gators, he actually has on Florida Gator cleats.
He ain't signed yet.
I know, but he has on Florida. He has on blue Florida Gator cleats tonight. Saw him down there warming up when I was walking down the sidelines earlier. But he's playing on both sides of the ball. He's playing on offense and he's playing safety on defense. So
and he's big on this. They put him back there by himself, and I mean it's like if you put him in baseball center field to cover the whole outfield. That's basically what he's doing on their defense.
So it is 29-12, and they kick it deep, and the Tigers are returning it to the near side. Nice move. It's going to catch the open field at the 40, 45. Going to take it Jalen Wright out of bounds right around midfield.
He just threw the flag.
Way behind the play. There's 2 flags laying down there at the 28-yard line. Tigers are going to have the ball at midfield, but Daniels is laying on the ground. Unfortunately, we didn't see what happened. It was behind the play.
Well, I was watching when he broke out around the 40. I'm thinking, well, they're going to come with the flag, and I happened to be watching the head official. Daniels had been laying there a long time, and he decided, folks, you can back it up and watch it. Just do it for yourself. It's going to back the Tigers up inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that kind of changed the complexion here a little bit because having the ball at midfield, even if you don't pick up first down, you're pinning them deep. Now, the Tigers are going to be inside the 15-yard line. They called a 15-yard penalty on the Tigers. So
at least it wasn't another hold'em. It was almost double digits in those tonight, if we're not.
So 7:22 is the amount of time left on the clock.
New quarterback.
Jalen Wright ran a lot on that return. It's a shame that he had it called back. He's done a good job with the returns. Going to hand it off and going to cross the 20 up to the 21-yard line. That was a nice gain of about 6 yards. We'll wait and see when they move the down marker. It is a 6-yard gain. But the Tigers backed up to around the 15-yard line. But they are running the clock. We're inside of 7 minutes, 6:50 and counting here. Going to hand it off. Slaughter doing a good job breaking tackles. He broke another tackle. He's in the open field, 30, 35. He stays in bounds. He finally goes out of bounds about the 43-yard line. But, Doug, what a nifty little run that time by Torian Slaughter as he picked up 22 yards on that play.
Big carry there. That gives him 96 on the night. I'd like to see him get over 100. 6 minutes and 36 seconds as the clock's temporarily stopped here.
He's going to come out of the game here for this play as he's still got the ball in his hands. He's down here walking behind the cheerleaders as checking into the game for him is Jarrell McCoy.
McCoy's in a running back.
Look at the smoke. Where did that come from?
Jalen Wright back in at quarterback when they scored the fireworks.
Going to hand it off to McCray. McCray has looked good at running back as well. He's across midfield, down inside. They're going to spot him down at the 46-yard line. Not a good spot. They spot him back about 2 yards from where he actually went down. But that is still a good carry. That is going to be 11 yards and a Tiger first down.
Clock rolling, 6:20. I guess they'll have a heat timeout. It seemed like a long fourth quarter.
It does.
Tigers are letting the play clock. They should be able to let it run all the way down to 6 minutes, but with the play clocks not working and it being kept on the field, you don't know. A fumble snap.
McCray. No, he actually faked it off, handed it to McCray, who has done a great job getting around the end. McCray still, the ball was fumbled, and I don't know who got on the ball.
I think it got out of bounds.
We'll wait and see. But it's down at the 25-yard line. They snapped it from the 46-yard line.
Yep. Marking 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line. So 24 yards from McCray on that carry.
And you would think they would have a heat timeout here, but
they are calling it.
They are going to call the heat timeout.
Credit to the Tigers for hustling behind that play to recover that fumble. Because he was hit right on the ball, right around the sidelines. Apparently it was in bounds, but one of the Tigers hustled down there to cover that fumble. But let's talk about what the Tigers have done here, Doug. They took over with 7:22 on the clock. That was only a minute and 31 seconds ago, and they were at their 15-yard line. They have run the ball 5 times, and they have moved the ball from their own 15-yard line down to the 22-yard line of Booker T. Washington.
McCray's checking out of the game as he's a little winded there after that long, hard run. They'll use that as a coaching moment. Say, great run, but you got to hold on to the ball. So, but he was 2 carries for only 3 yards in the first half, but he's got 3 carries for 41 yards in the second half. So, up to 44 yards on 5 carries for the night. Jalen, 14 carries for 172 yards after we had to take away that fumble. And Slaughter, 19 carries for 96 yards.
Clock's rolling under 6 minutes now, 5:39 and counting. Tigers in no hurry to snap the ball. They are letting the clock run here. They Wright keeps it this time. He's out he's out the gate on the right side. He'll have another first down. As they snap that from the 22-yard line, he's going to take it inside the 10-yard line. It should be 1st and goal Tigers from the
13.
Trying to see. Looks like the 9-yard line, so 13. That would be a 13-yard run. Another first down for Eufaula. 1st and goal. Fortunately for us and for the Tiger football team, the clock never stopped here on the first down. We're down to 4:50 and counting. 29-12 is a score in favor of the Eufaula Tigers. And a great job by Slaughter. He was hitting the backfield. He just kept his feet churning, and he got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, he ran 25 yards for no gain there, but keeps that clock rolling, 4:20 and counting. So they spot it with about 4:21. It should take it under 4 minutes to play.
Tigers lining up. Slaughter will be flanked to the left side of. Actually, it was Jarrell McCray who slipped in at running back. He went off right guard, and he picks up maybe a yard on the play.
Didn't run much time off the clock there as they spot it he's spotting it now, but they reset it quick. You should be able to take it all the way down to 3 minutes here, but, there again, without the play clocks, it's kind of hard to tell.
So, 3:22, the Tigers line up for this 3rd and goal play. And just like that, we're going to get.
We were trying to get them to jump off sides, and it bit us.
So we've been successful a time or two getting them to jump, but we pulled ourselves off sides just as many times.
Well, they'll spot the ball and they'll say roll the clock. This would be a 25-second play clock after the penalty, and the Tigers could burn another 20 seconds off. They'll get it down under 3 minutes when they snap this.
But a Wingate field goal here would be really big also because it put the Tigers up 20, which essentially would be, the way this game is going, it would be more than 3 touchdowns.
What a shuffle.
Nice shuffle pass inside to Perry Denard. Denard caught it, but it was a good play by Booker T. Washington to prevent the touchdown. He picked up 5 yards on that play. He got 5 yards back from the penalty. They'll be 4th down, and Wingate should come in, and he is in to attempt this field goal. It'll be a 25-yard field goal from the right hash mark for Cooper Wingate, the senior place kicker for Eufaula.
McCoy on the hole.
There's a snap. Good placement. It's down. Wingate's kick is up. Wingate's kick is good. So with 2:11 to go in the football game, Eufaula leads by the score of 32-12.
Good snap, good hole, and a good kick. And it looked like Reed Hinton, junior, on the snap.
So what a drive for Eufaula. Following the touchdown for Booker T. Washington, that touchdown came with 7:32 to go in the game. Eufaula returned the kick to midfield. They called a penalty behind the play, backed them all the way up to the 15-yard line. The Tigers took 5 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock, and they paid it off with field goals. So
13-yard run by Slaughter, 22-yard run by Slaughter, 13-yard run by Wright. Those big plays on that drive.
But the time off the clock, that was just a big time in the game to basically salt this game away. So with 2:11 to go, almost mathematically impossible at this point for the Eagles to come back.
And as I look out there, let me ask you this. Why in the world are we bringing Jalen Wright in on a kickoff up by this many points?
I don't know. He does a little bit of everything for the Tigers. Big kick by Wingate. They're going to kick it all the way to Daniels inside the 5. I don't know why this time they did that, but they did. And there goes Daniels. But the Tigers.
Guess who made the tackle? That shows what I know. Wright actually made the tackle, caught him over there. A little skirmish as number 3 and number 11 get into it. Now number 16 for Booker T's out there, and a lot of Tigers. Flags everywhere. We'll come up short on this one, I promise, when it's all said and done. But, we're 2 weeks into the school year, and there goes our unsportsmanlike. As long as nobody gets ejected, so we'll be all right. Coach Jernigan's out on the field. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't happen to look down at the replay what caused all that, but it was in the wide open field. But the officials are doing an awful lot of pointing to the Eufaula sideline.
Yep.
They say an unsportsmanlike against Eufaula, unsportsmanlike against Booker T.
Offsetting.
So
we'll take it.
Absolutely. So when we go down to Mr. Joey Skinner here at the end of the game to talk to Jarrell, let's just hope he's not having to play referee down there too. I was going to pick at him, but he ain't even got his headsets on right now. He's down there coaching. We done got him on the sideline. He's coaching.
He is he's talking directly to those players on the sidelines. And he's animated with his hands moving. So, yeah. Joey Skinner's been in Eufaula. This is his 14th season in Eufaula. He came here as a coach. He was an assistant principal at Eufaula High School and beloved by a lot of the students. I happen to be down there at the concession stand, Doug, when the cheerleaders walked by, and he was high-fiving all the cheerleaders they walked by. And clock is rolling here.
He turned
with
up
under
way
2.
early on the.
So it's a little wide receiver screen. He picks up a couple of blocks, and I believe that's Daniels, Marquez Daniels, who takes it all the way up to the 50-yard line. 1:43, clock rolling here. Tigers will be back home next week. The Russell County Warriors come to Eufaula to take on the Tigers. First opportunity to see the new LED lights at Tiger Stadium. Of course, you'll be able to see the Jumbotron, but the Jumbotron will not be in operation next week.
Same play there again, Keith. What they're doing is they're running the back out of the backfield like a flare, faking to him, and he's cracking back on our corner, and it's opening number 4, the receiver, up down the sideline.
And
clock still running, 55 seconds. The whole Eufaula team coming off. I
really don't know.
Clock stops for 49 now.
Apparently, Eufaula must have called a timeout there. So,
Coach Jernigan hollering at the head official about something there. I'm not sure what that was all about. He's signaling for him to put more time back on the clock. Really? They put all the way back to 1 minute and 5 seconds.
but in reality, after the kickoff, before they snapped the ball for their first play of that possession, the clock was running. I think you were talking about some kind of special that was going on around here tonight. I think the clock operator or somebody up in the press box may have plans for after the game.
They're going to run it to this side this time. He turns up and is in motion every time.
Tigers are rushing the quarterback. They're going to give chase, but he's going to break containment. He's going to run out of bounds at the 30-yard line of Eufaula, or just inside the 30. That stops the clock with 52 seconds to go. Well, we dodged the rain during the game. We got it before the game, but no rainfall during the game tonight. It's been overcast, hazy. So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of Eufaula. 32-12 Eufaula leads. This drive, it will only matter in the final score. It's going to be Marquez Daniels running the speed sweep around the left side. He broke containment. He could not stay stay in bounds. He's going to go out of bounds about the 5-yard line. 25-yard line. 24 yards on the carry. I was listening to the PA announcer. I never heard a PA announcer say "my bad" before, but he called it a touchdown. But he did run out of bounds, short of the goal line. So, looking far across here, it looks like he's out about the 5-yard line. 42 seconds still remain in this game, so the final score may be a little closer than the game seemed to be most of the way. So,
come on.
Eufaula going to call the timeout.
No.
So with timeout, Phil. Doug, this seems like the never-ending game, though. It seems like this game should have been over 15, 20 minutes ago. But yet it continues. 42 seconds remain. 32-12 is the score in favor of the Eufaula Tigers. But overall, Tigers came into this tough situation here on the road in a wet field.
Is it on there?
And we're able to pull off the victory. The only thing that remains now is the final score. Will it be 22-12, 32-12, or will it be 32-18?
Why is it not moving?
There's a handoff inside. Tigers stack him up. No gain on the play. And Booker T. Washington would call the timeout with 35 seconds remaining. It'll be second down and goal from the 5-yard line. So, another winning seconds to this ball game. Eufaula called a timeout a moment ago, and now Booker T. Washington with a timeout in a 20-point game here in the late stages with 35 seconds remaining. You can understand the Eagles wanting to score one final touchdown here because they're working for the remainder of their season. Both teams back out on the field now. The Eagles will be in shotgun formation, have a man flanked to the right side of the quarterback. They will hand it off inside. Backside pursuit's going to get there. They're going to bring him down short of the goal line. He gets about 4 yards down to the 1-yard line. If they don't call timeout, we have one play remaining. If they don't get in, this would be the final play. Under 20 seconds, there's 17 seconds, and Eufaula calls the timeout with 13 seconds remaining. Doug, why do we call a timeout? I know we don't want them in the end zone, but we call a timeout with 13 seconds to go in this game. So, apparently, Coach Jernigan, it means something to him not to let the Eagles score this final touchdown here.
I didn't ever.
Don't worry about it.
So we call a timeout with 13 seconds remaining, up 32-12. So the Tigers' record will go to 1-0 as they will return to Tiger Stadium next week. Another out-of-region game as they'll take on the Russell County Warriors. The 7A Russell County Warriors will come to Tiger Stadium for the first time in a while. Handoff in the backfield. Tigers going to bring him down for a loss on the play. Actually, he never went to the ground. But unless there's a timeout called, and there is, Booker T. Washington calls what should be their go. They said the game's over. We'll see.
No, he's blowing the whistle. He's going to let them run another play. But like you said, that clock operator's got somewhere to be.
Yeah. So are they going to just let it be, or they?
No, that's. You hope nobody gets hurt.
So
the head officials telling them to put time back on the clock.
So he lost yardage on that play back. They're going to spot him about the 3-yard line. I think it was even worse than that. They gave him a very generous spot. It looked like he got caught back outside the 5-yard line, but they're going to spot him at the 3. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 3-yard line with 5 seconds remaining. So 5 seconds remaining. 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. The tall receiver is not, Daniels is not even in the game now. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to score a touchdown on the final play of the game. So that'll make your final score 32-18.
Oh, they'll let them go for 2. Any other time you wouldn't see them doing it because it doesn't matter, but
nope. Looks like that's it.
No, he's going over and asking him, does he want to go for 2? He's telling one, he pointed up like one play, but now he's saying, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the announcer on that one.
Yeah, that's it. 32-18 is your final. But as we've already kind of wrapped up everything, comment-wise during this last couple of minutes of the game, but Tigers back home for Russell County next week, Doug. 7A opponent. It's the first time that Russell County's been to Eufaula in quite some time. I can't recall the last time, but it used to be a rivalry game when it was a region game. I remember some big games between Eufaula and Russell County. But we will go down to Joby Skinner whenever he's able to catch Coach Jernigan.
Yeah, while we have a second, let's remind everybody, Chick-fil-A Coaches Show has been changed. It's going to be on Tuesdays this year, so be sure to tune in for that and look for the special trivia question. Win you some free food from Chick-fil-A next week.
Yep.
All right, let's get Mr. Joey Skinner on, and he'll rouse Jarrell up there in just a second. And
he's still looking for him.
He's chasing him down the way. Mr. Skinner, camera's backwards. Flip it around. But,
Coach, this is a big win for us right here. A lot of momentum going to Russell County. What's your thoughts on the game, sir?
It was a big win. Like I said at halftime, just a little thing. We got to learn how to finish drives and finish the game a little better than that right there. I really wanted that stop right there. Score a little closer than what it really was. But for the most part, open the game, really good win for us. Defense played the tails off tonight. They flew around to the ball. Got a little win right there today. And we took some shots late there in the second half that we should have just kept running the ball. But for the most part, all around, that's a good win for us.
But, Coach, I thought for a first ball game, I thought the kids was really, really prepared. But your coaches did a wonderful job bringing it into the game. Like I said, getting a lot of momentum going at Russell County.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, that was a well-rounded win right there. Coaching staff doing a tremendous job. Like I said, Phil and Coach Brown had a game plan that they came up with, and we executed to the T. And Taiwan Turner played the butt off tonight. He followed that 4-star receiver all around the field all night.
Yes, sir. Well, of course, it starts with the top. Coach, we love you, and go Tigers.
All right, go Tigers. Thank y'all.
Great. Appreciate everything you.
Well, you're certainly welcome. I had a privilege. Thank you. Y'all do a wonderful job. And if ever, Mr. Robinson, I know he'll come back to Russell County, but I'll be glad to help you out anytime you want. And always, and I sound off, go Tigers.
Absolutely. We appreciate it, Joey. And for Charles Urban, Doug Apple, I'm Keith Bryan, Joey Skinner. We will welcome back John Wayne Robinson next weekend, Jimmy Simmons. But for tonight, it's a Tiger victory, 32-18 over the Booker T. Washington Eagles. We'll be with you next week. Tuesday night, Coach's Show from Chick-fil-A, 6 p.m. Next Friday night, 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff from Tiger Stadium. The Russell County Warriors and the Eufaula High School Tigers. For everyone, have a great weekend. Go Tigers.